Hello, everyone. I do apologize for being a little bit tardy, but I was handling something else, so please forgive me. We're about to get ready to get into the get in of everything tonight, y'all. We will be discussing a very touchy subject tonight. We're going to be talking about body shaming and eating disorders. So, if this is not something that you care to really to discuss and to hear, um, you know, I'm sorry, but this is what we're going to be discussing and talking about tonight. And it fell on my heart. So I really want to um, make sure I discuss and I talk about it. Don't forget, tonight is proudly sponsored by Pastor Sugar. And without further ado, we're going to get ready to get started. Let's go ahead and kick it. First and foremost, I'd like to give a couple shouts out to everyone that has joined me tonight. I do greatly appreciate you coming in. Her Majesty the King, welcome in. Susan, I see you, baby. D Main, what's going on? Sugar, Sylvia K. Johnson, Zylan Savon. Let's see. Leander's in the house with me tonight, and Go Go Gadget Bridget. Let's see. What's going on, sweetie?
Hey, 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 hey.
How you doing?
I am good, good, good. Long week, but I'm here and I'm blessed, so that's all that
How's your day
matters.
been?
Girl. It's
One
actually
of them
today's
days.
been good though. Today has been good. The rest of the week has been up and down, but today I just feel like God has, granted me some insight into some things, so I'm very grateful for that.
Cool. I'm waiting for Gogo. She back here, but she ain't said nothing to me. I was waiting for her to tell me she ready or turn the camera on or unmute herself or something, but I'll put her on as soon as she does that. What's up, Bambi? What's up, Royalty Forever?
Hello, everyone.
Evolution of Ale. What's going
Make
on,
sure y'all hit
Gogo?
that like button too.
Hi,
Subscribe and
y'all. I
share.
was kind of rough tonight.
Baby. We're not going to be in here super, super long because I don't think this is a subject that we need to take and really beat it out. And just know,
Mhm.
y'all, we are going to be talking from our perspective. We None of us are um, licensed therapists and all that kind of stuff. We are just talking about it as a few friends that's sitting around and having a conversation about this. So we're going to be sharing a little bit of information. To one of the moderators, if you would please take down and put the crisis counselor center. You can text home to 741741. Um, and that's a crisis center for anyone that's suffering from body shaming and eating disorders. Um, Again, that's you can text home to 741741. And that's a crisis counselor that will be sitting there and they'll be able to help you out. It'll be live interactions with the counselor, towards the texting, and they can also set you up with different people in your local neighborhood to help you out. Um, I sent y'all text messages. I don't know if y'all got the paperwork that I sent to y'all, but
I
I know
saw it.
I got it.
I know
Yeah.
everybody's a little busy, so I was trying to do some of the leg work for everyone since we're doing it. Um, so I'm gonna start it off with my little synopsis that I have going on. If I said that right, if I didn't, then charge it to my mind, not to my head. Um, I had it. Oh my God, really? So I'm just gonna read you a couple things, and then we're gonna get into the get in from there. How many of us have ever changed our looks, our appearances, our acts, and or the way that we take and handle ourselves or govern ourselves according to how someone has dictated to us what's beauty standards, and have you ever been picked on for being different? Because some people have been picked on for being plus size. Some people have picked on for being too thin. Some people have been picked on for going through the terrible scenes when your face is breaking out. Um, and then some people just in their life in general, like everyone can't afford to have the Jordans, the Nikes, um, and their parents are trying to do the best they can by people. So, how many of us have changed our appearance or our looks to try to fit into societal standards? Um, I can only speak for me. I know I have, and especially in the entertainment slash drag world, it is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Is the ugly side of it, though. I mean, you get people that are bulimic from there. You get people that are you can develop that from um, bulimic anorexia, um, binge eating, which can be associated with emotional eatings. Um, so let's talk about it. You don't have to be young, old. You could be black, white. Um, even celebrities take and do it. How many celebrities have we heard by going to the ER or been rushed to the ER from malnutrition or dehydration? It's something that's real. And I feel like, we can take the opportunity to talk about all these different things, but we don't take the opportunity to speak and to talk about things that, affect each and every one of us a little bit differently. So um, I want to ask the panelists, have y'all ever changed an appearance or a look because this does it suit the needs of friends or your peers, I should say, not your friends but your peers?
Well, I've never said this publicly, so I'm about to go and say it now. I was teased when I was younger because of how I looked. And I told my mom I wanted to get a nose job, and I did. Thank you and good night. That's all I'm saying.
But um how did the ridicule of your peers affect your self-esteem when it came down to that?
Mm.
It was really bad. It was really bad. I used to cry all the time, and it was really, really, really bad. So finally, my mom was just like, "Well, what's wrong? What's wrong?" I was like, "I don't like my nose, and I just don't like the way I look." She was like, "That's okay. We can fix that. We can fix that." I was like, "We ain't got no money to be doing that there." She was like, "No, we can fix it." I was like, "Oh, okay." So when I went for spring break on in my 8th grade year of middle school, doing spring break, I went and got a nose job.
Wow. You don't think that was a little bit too young to do? Do you
Uh,
regret doing it that young, or
no, no, no.
so after you had that, and I know you went through the grace period of it being swelled up bigger than what it was
Yes,
beforehand.
and
So I know you probably had like super bad self-esteem during that time. You're probably wondering like, is it gonna always be this size? I thought I was going down to get it smaller, and now it's huger than what it
oh
was.
no, 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 it wasn't that bad. It just looked like, what it looked like is I had sinus problems. It looked like I was just swollen. That's it. Like it wasn't even my nose that was swollen. It was like right here that was swollen.
The blood vessels underneath your eyes.
Right here, yeah, yeah. So it wasn't that bad. I mean, I got it done that Friday. I went back to school not the next Monday, but I had a whole week. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But it's just like I just put ice and stuff on my whatever. I also had what they call a protruding mandible, and they actually literally broke my jaw when I was like in the 6th, 7th grade, and they broke my jaw to push it back. So I have screws all in my jaw. So yeah, I went through a lot.
Wow. So would you think um
I mean, I don't know if that's a form of body shaming, but yeah, it's kind of ugly. And look at me now.
but that's a form of body shaming, and that's also a form of like depression because it puts you in a depressed state, you
Yeah,
know.
I was upset. I wasn't depressed, but I was depressed because I got teased all the time in elementary school. So before during 8th grade, that's what I did. Or I asked my mom.
Um
Well,
are we skipping y'all, or look like on my playback on my end it looks good to me. Is it skipping y'all?
no, we're good. On my end, it looks good.
Okay. Sorry, Bambi, but it's not skipping on us. It's
Bambi refresh.
Yes.
Bambi,
we,
just do a
we
refresh.
ain't gonna start with Bambi Metro tonight. We gonna leave that one.
Ooh.
So let me ask y'all a question. Leander, have you ever changed your appearance because of your peers?
I definitely have. And it's funny you mentioned this because when you sent that list, so this is the first time I'm admitting it publicly, but I actually have suffered from, I think it's bulimia nervosa and binge eating. So all of my life, I've actually been more so of a heavy set kid, but around like college ages, like 18, 19, really more so 19. I don't know what it was around 19. I think I was at my heaviest. I was almost like maybe 300, 320 pounds then.
I can't imagine you that size.
Right. And anytime I tell people, I'm like, wait, you were that size? Like, yeah, I was big before. I mean, I don't want to say I was really teased for my weight because I think at that time, identifying as a male, I mean, yeah, I would get fat jokes, but I don't think it would be, in my opinion, as bad as like a female who was heavy set, if that makes any sense.
It does.
But I think, once coming out and coming to the gay community, that's where I definitely felt my weight. And I did once, trying to date and whatnot, I would always get that no fats, no fans, definitely the fat thing. So unfortunately, around 19, I was in college. You know how they say you gained the freshman 15. Well, I gained the freshman 100, honey, or 50. So
Wow.
unfortunately, it kind of started off honestly as a health thing because unfortunately I developed these fainting spells like I'll be just standing somewhere or randomly somewhere, then I'll have just kind of like I wouldn't faint, but I'll kind of just like get really dizzy at it, fainting when I come to find out it's because of some high blood pressure issues.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that the doctor recommended was like, well, you just might need to lose a little weight just to kind of keep it off. But I took it beyond just being for health.
Mm-hmm.
I took it because I just never saw myself as beautiful, pretty, handsome, any of that. So, I started working out. I literally worked out 7 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a day. Sometimes I even pushed myself to 4 hours a day. I would force myself to eat less than 700 calories a day. And then literally after I got through eating, I would go to the bathroom and force myself to throw up. Literally.
So you would eat it and then take and turn right back around and just, discard it all at the same time.
Yeah. And it would be healthy. So it would be like carrots, it would be salads, and then I'll just go throw it up. Now, if I had something like big that I considered like fatty, like if I had something like a burger or something, I was definitely throwing it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really, I think it was the summer between my sophomore and junior year that it really, really just, that's why I was at home. I was literally working out. I would wake up, I would literally probably work out 6 hours a day, eat, and then after every other meal, throw up. So by the time I actually came back to college, because when I left, I had lost a little bit of weight, but when I came back, I had literally in a matter of one summer lost like maybe 100 pounds in like 3 months.
Wow.
So
That
when
was
I
not
came
healthy.
back, people literally could not recognize me, and a lot of people thought I was actually sick. Like, are you sick? Like, no, I've just, I've been dieting, I've been eating healthy. Like, I was on this so-called health streak.
Hmm.
But really, people didn't know. I was probably like, it was weird. Like, sometimes I would eat like once a day, sometimes I would eat every other day, suppressing my, hunger pains with water. If I were to eat, I would throw it right back up, like instantly. And then a lot of my close friends, they knew, like they would try to talk to me, like, no, no, you're just being crazy. Like, no, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm just really on this healthy kick. But literally, I was sick. I was really, really sick.
So, how did you come to grips with it? Because I know it's an ongoing, once something like this becomes routine, it becomes a hard habit to break. Because scientifically proving is been proven that if you do something for 30 days consecutively, it becomes
Mhm,
a routine. It does not, it becomes a routine slash habit. So if you,
mhm.
after the routine, then 60 days in, it becomes a habit. So you did this for 90 days. Am I correct? Or you did it for 100?
This went on. I was experiencing this from probably the ages of 19, probably to maybe 26, 27.
So how
The
did you figure out how to get it under control?
um,
Or something that you still battle with from day to day now?
it's not really as bad as it used to be. Like one of the things I don't really do now is dieting. I'm very careful about dieting because for me, I'm not gonna, I can't lie. Dieting could trigger that again. I think
Hmm.
now I don't know what it is. I can't describe how I just got to the point like it just wasn't working out for me. And unfortunately, I did have a few health scares. Like the one major one I remember having was around 21 because I was so malnutritioned. I remember I think I ended up getting the flu, but because I was so malnutritioned, because I was so underweight, it literally almost killed me.
Wow.
Literally.
So is
Um,
that literally was your wake up call then?
that
Or was
was a
that
wake
the
up
beginning
call,
of your
yes.
wake up call?
Yes. And then I think kind of what happened after college, like life kind of just took over. Like I was still doing like binge eating and throwing up after I eat, but it wasn't as bad. And then eventually it kind of just tapered off for me. Um, and then kind of what really helped is it's weird because I used to be in this counseling program because I was studying to become a counselor.
Hmm.
So and kind of that I kind of got into red counseling for a lot of my issues actually. But that was one of the things I realized, okay, this is not healthy for me. And by that time, I had been doing it for like several years with that boy. It was, I mean, I think the height of it was between the ages of 19 and 22 for me.
Wow.
Um, because I was this young gay. I wanted to be seen as beautiful and glorious. And I'm not gonna lie, once I did get to that skinny state, I was. I got hit on by all the guys. I got whatever I want, something that I didn't necessarily get when I was a bigger person. Um, And even now, I can't lie. Even now to this day, I'm not struggling. I don't do it. Well, no, I can't lie and say that because I do have my weak moments where, like, I ate this. I really want to throw up so badly because it goes back to the habit. But I also know it's not healthy. It's like it's just always a constant um,
Battle.
battle that I'm not skinny enough, which means I'm not beautiful enough, which means, and I
So
hate that.
in a sense, that would be like what we see as, or what our perception of what beauty is. Because people can tell us all day long, oh, you look good, this, that, and the third. But
Mm,
until you actually see that image that everybody else seeing, you'll never see that image until you feel like that you're at that standard.
exactly. Like, picture this. I was at my skinniest. I was six. I'm like 6 foot, 6'0". My skinniest, I was probably at 125.
Wow, that was thin.
I would like, I could literally turn sideways and almost disappear. And even then, I remember feeling like it just wasn't enough. Like, I was always pushing myself, like, "Ooh, I wonder can I go to 110?" And it honestly scared my friends a lot Um, and honestly, they didn't know what to do because although, I, people were telling me I was skinny, I kept seeing myself as that 300-pound person, even at 120 pounds.
Yeah, it's that mental psyche, and a lot of people don't understand with that mental psyche. It
Mm.
goes back to it's the eating disorder and it's the body shaming going, hand in hand. And like you were saying, in the community, it's such based on appearance first and quality of person second. And that's really hard to say. I mean, I just want to even say the community in general. Most
Mm.
people, if you're not a particular body type from male or female's perspective, you're not deemed as attractive because, to the average man, if you are a female and you're 5'5" or 5'6" or 7, like that's acceptable size for a woman. And then they want you to have this petite frame. They want you to have the 44D breast, and then they don't want you to have this big old badunkadunk and small thighs. But then they don't understand that for a person, excuse me, that size to carry around that type of weight because it's unproportionate to the body. And then that's when the over dramatized bodies come from. And I just I mean, it's craziness. It really is. It's craziness. Bridget, you done
I
got
will,
No,
huh?
I'm
go
still,
ahead.
no, I'm still here. My dog making a lot of noise over here. I'm still here. That's why I
Oh,
had on mute. He's over here squeaking.
okay. Go ahead, Leander.
I will say I also think, at least for me, but I also think it could be true for a lot of people who experience it. A lot of, I feel like eating disorders are tied into a lot of other mental health. Um,
I agree.
how do I put it? Mental health. I don't want to say mental health exploration that needs, or things that need to be explored in terms of mental health. Like I think in terms of me, like for me, this is just from my experience. Like I think the reason I wanted to be so skinny was because I wanted to be loved. Because most of my life I've come from a life of being abandoned, being rejected. So a lot of it hinged on the fact that, oh, if I'm skinny, if I'm this perfect weight, then everyone has to love me. You can't reject me. You can't abandon me. Which,
Right.
of course, that's not the case. Um, but a lot of it hinged just so much on that. Like, I think, I just had got to a point when it first started for me was I'm tired of being abandoned. I'm tired of being rejected. I didn't like. I was trying to figure out why don't people love me? Why wasn't I daddy's little boy? Why wasn't I mommy's little boy? Why couldn't any man love me? Like that was. It was just such a constant. That was always the constant question in my life. Like why am I not lovable? And for me,
I
you
understand,
know,
not to cut you off, but I do understand exactly where you're coming from because a lot of
mm,
times I sit and I ask myself, I ponder to myself, I'm like, so why was I never good enough for my father wanted to be a part of my life?
yes,
Now, when I was younger, I was smaller when I was younger, and I used to sit and I used to ponder that too. But then I got to a point I said, you know what? If you can't love and respect me for who I am, like, what's the purpose of you being a part of my life? So I
mm,
definitely get it. I understand that.
hmm and I think that's where I'm at right now. Like I'm learning, really, really learning to love myself in all its glory. I don't care if it's fat, skinny, whatever. I'm just starting to really learn that real love really comes from the self and extends outward. Um, but unfortunately, at that time I wasn't at that place. So for me, the only thing I could change was my appearance, and unfortunately, that was through drastic, unhealthy measures.
Right, right. Go go.
I'm here.
Have you ever went down a trip to? Have you ever body shamed someone?
No, I've always been a advocate. Like I have a friend that was in high school. She was, on the heavy side, and they used to try and like bully her and talk about her. And my little buddy used to go over there and be like, we're not doing this. No, I've never. I've always been an advocate for people who are fat, whatever it is, not whatever.
So have you ever tried to stop someone from doing that to people other than your friend? Like if you were walking down the street and you seen someone trying to body shame somebody or talk about them, as we would say, or
Well,
throwing shade is a little bit different from body shaming somebody because throwing shade, there's truth inside of throwing shade. But if they're just being downright out disrespectful and mean and rude, like what have you ever seen anything or witnessed anything like that?
no, I haven't had that. I haven't had that experience. I haven't been walking down the street and somebody's done. You know what I'm saying? Like a "what would you do" type deal. No, that's never happened to me.
Hmm.
But if it did, I would have something to say.
Because I know the very first time, I hope you can think back to what I'm talking about. The very first time that I met you, you didn't have your lashes on, and you was like, "Yeah, I know my eyes are big," but nobody paid attention to your eyes until you brought that to the forefront, about your eyes or whatever like that. And I just was wondering, is that an extent from something else, or is that a sore area from you? Because I think we all have like areas that we would like to work on more or whatever.
Well, I can't work on it because that's just the way I was born. But the reason why I said that was because somebody in the comments said something about it on that in the morning show. On,
Gotcha,
on that show, somebody in the comments said something.
gotcha. I
So I
didn't
was
know what it meant.
responding. Yeah, I was responding to them.
Gotcha. Hmm.
Ain't nothing I can do about that, child.
Girl, and then a
Ain't
lot of
nothing
us.
for this.
Hell, I've been big all my life, but I was talking to someone today, and I was like, "Girl." So for my birthday, I already had dropped like 50 pounds, and I'm like sitting there and looking at myself. I'm like, "Bitch, you don't got the waddle back, so it's time to get it back under control." But I got lazy, like when you get to a point, get complacent. And a year ago, like when I first came back here and everything, a year ago, I was doing a lot more working and stuff versus me now. And now, as far as like going in and out, and it's so much has taken and changed within within this year with Covenant and everything. So you can't go and do the working out. And me and my nephew from the other day, we used to go to Planet Fitness all the time with each other. So we used to do that, and then me working at work and doing the stuff I was doing at work. So I was getting my walks in and my miles in and my training and stuff, and this just like went all to hell whenever everything closed up. So it's like, bitch, you're
Yeah.
bound to gain some weight back. So now it's like I need to figure out a routine that would be healthy for me to get my walk in, and then like after this weekend, like that's it for me for a while on fried chicken. I'm gonna give myself one day a week to do fried stuff, but other than that, I'm gonna slowly transition into not vegetarian because
Mhm.
no God, I gotta still have meat. But what I'm gonna
It's,
do,
well, well, I was pescatarian, but it's actually not as hard as you would think it would
girl, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and buy the plant-based burgers and stuff that they're selling now that they said is
be.
unbelievable or something like that. I'm gonna try it for a week and see if I
What is
can
it called?
work with it on there. It's unbelievable or something like that. I seen a
Oh,
little
impossible. Impossible. The impossible burger?
They're
no, it's
really
not the
good. Yeah, they're
impossible ones.
really
It's
good.
it's something else. It's in a white and green package and it's got a cow with the hat on
Oh,
and
okay.
like a little magnifying glass or whatever in there. But anyway, I decided that I'm going to stay away from fried foods for a while and I'm going to start working on me because you can sit you can talk as much as you want to, but until you start doing the lead work on your own, how do you expect results if you're just doing if all you're doing is this and you're not putting forth any efforts with it or whatever. Um,
Yeah, that was what you brought because this Covenisha stuff has just because I really stopped kind of going to the gym because I'm kind of scared to like do dieting and gym and stuff like that because I feel like that could trigger it back on. So one of the good things about my job, or whatever, I get to be active. So for me, just going to work is a workout. Those months we were off and all we could do was just in the house and eat. I'm like, oh my god. All I could think about was like, oh, I'm probably gaining all this weight again. So now I'm trying to think of positive way or healthy ways.
Well,
Um,
all I can say from you, from me knowing you and me seeing you, I don't see it. But again, it's not my perception that you that has to face the music. It's your perfection. Is your perception of the whole perception of the whole situation is what is actually going to say yay or nay in your in your eyes. So until you get it back into you know your psyche, hey, I'm good right now. It's like depression. It's something that never goes away. It's something that you learn to deal with.
yeah.
Because even with depression, it's different levels of depression. Every now and then, you may have a depressing thought or whatever like that, but there's some people that deal with it constantly. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that you sit on top of, and some people it stifles them so much they can't even work, they can't do anything because they're so deep into that depression.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that it's depending on what level you are, because whenever I used to be a manager at Ryan's at Fire Mountain, we used to have this chick. She used to come in and she'll eat from like 11 o'clock, and the young lady wasn't couldn't be no more than like 85 pounds, but she used to eat from 11 o'clock to like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and she would do it once a week. But every hour on the hour, she would go into the bathroom and she would
Yep.
chunk everything back up,
No.
and
I
then
used
she
to
would
have
come
I used to have episodes like that. Yep.
then she'll come back out, she'll drink water, she'll sit there for a few minutes, she'll get on her phone, and she'll do the whole cycle all over again. And she would do this for 8 hours straight.
Because you know what it is? It's like, okay, you'll have that craving. You'll have this such a
Mhm.
strong craving for it. So you'll go eat it. Then you'll feel bad. Throw it up. Okay, the calories are out. It's out. Okay, well
Yep.
now I want to do this. It's like you I don't want to say like this, but it's almost like a way to cheat it. Like
Yep.
I can have what I
And,
want and still get the
and,
body I want.
and without a better word for it, it's like an addiction,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because you get used to, like you were saying, like you lost so much weight. Not only did you lose so much weight, you didn't do it in a healthy mannerism, but you at the time you was thinking that you was doing it in a healthy mannerism, because you was like, okay, it's going in, even though it's coming out in a different way, but it's going in, and it's not even in your body long enough to be processed.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I used to time myself like I usually it takes like a few hours for food to digest anyway. So I know like, okay, I can eat this within 30 minutes or an hour. I need to be, you'll drink your water to like get like, some good fluids in there, go in the bathroom, throw it up, it's all out your system. Like
Right.
I literally had it timed down to a T, counting the calories to a T. Like it, as much as freeing as I thought I was, it was such a prison. It was such a
Right,
prison.
because you had a certain system on the way that you had to do it. So it's
Mhm.
not something that you enjoy doing. You might enjoy eating the food, but afterwards, that's when the work began. Real, literally,
Yes,
that's when the work
yes.
began. You know. Um. Wow. I would have never thought that. I appreciate you sharing with us, and even with you, Gogo. I appreciate both of y'all sharing with us. That's something that people just don't never really hear about. Again, that number for anyone that's going through it that may want to, and even during the replay, if you run across this video, there is help out there. Help is on the way, so you can text, and it's a private text, and you can get a hold to the crisis counselors. You can talk to them. Text one. You text home to 741741. It's an outreach counselor will be there to help you out with it.
Um,
Sorry,
I
trying to.
encourage y'all to get help. I mean, seriously, if you are really depressed and you need some kind of help, taking your life is not the way out.
Right.
I hate to tell you,
Taking
but
life,
I don't hate.
starving, whatever it is, honey.
I
It's
hate to
not the
be the person that's just being straightforward, or I don't know what y'all want to call it. But my father committed suicide when I was 11 years old. People forget about him. Life goes on. life rolls on and people will forget about you. I'm not saying they will forget about you, but they will go on with their lives. You don't want that. You don't want that. So if you really, 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 really are depressed, you need to get help.
Right.
You do not need to take your life. It's not worth it.
And go, not to sound cliche or funny when I say this, it's easier said than done. Because
Mhm.
when you're sitting and looking at the mirror, and I can talk from a place of being there, done that. Because whenever I used to sit and look in the mirror,
Mm.
and I was dealing with mine, and mine wasn't a severe case of it, but mine was a slight tipping into a severe case of it. My worst episodes is whenever I was younger, I got teased, and um, it's worse when it comes from family. Like your friends, you can pretty much play that off because you can get away from it, but it's worse when you get it from family, and then it's even worse when you feel like that you're rejected from all these different things, and then putting on top of that, trying to figure out where you fit in the world, which all of us do, which brings me to um a couple things, a couple example of that can lead to not only depression but the eating disorders are dysfunctional families, change in family dynamics that goes to, if your parents were together and then all of a sudden they're not together anymore. So then your hormones play so much into that, and your mental state, because the first thing that you're thinking of is that, well, dang, was I not good enough for my father wanted to be here, or I'm not good enough that my mom wanted to stay. And then, back in the day, a lot of parents would separate and then they would send their kids to the
Mm-hmm.
grandparents to be raised. So then the grandparents
Cool.
are caught in the center of the situation, and some of the highest platform of people that actually take eating disorders to the extremes are diving, ballet, gymnasts, wrestlers, and long distance runners, because their bodies are expected to be
Hmm.
at a certain type in what do you call it whenever they do the professional weightlifting or whatever, that
Um,
that weight class, because you have to be at a certain weight class, or if you're too heavy as being a
is it
boxer, you have to
bodybuilding?
drop weight and stuff like that. Bodybuilding and boxers
Mhm.
too, those are examples of people that um they promote, and they make their money off of their body. So they go from one lean body to build muscles, and then from building muscles back to losing, so it's like a yo-yo effect, and a lot of people don't understand. And other things that we met up not to discuss, but it happens, childhood traumas like sexual abuse,
Mhm.
severe trauma. Like if you were raised by your grandmother and you no longer have that grandmother, that security blanket there, then that's a change in a family, change in the family dynamics. You know, um, wow, it's a lot, but
Can I just say
you
too,
can say whatever you want to say, baby, because I'm trying to get this over to Bambi right quick, because I want Bambi to come in here right quick.
when you say about parents and stuff, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are not responsible for whatever your parents had going on, whatever went on between them. That ain't your
Mm-hmm.
problem, honey. That ain't your problem. Because I used to carry that so much. Nope. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Whatever happened between them, whatever bad blood was between them, it's not your fault. You don't have to fix it. You ain't gotta figure out what happened. I mean, that's something that would kind of help it. But end of the day, it's not has nothing. You're not at fault. You're not at
Right,
fault. Whatever if you're going through a struggle, it's not because you deserve it. No, honey, you love yourself more than that. I want you to love yourself more than that. But no,
right,
whatever it is with parents or family, whatever is going on with the family, it's not your fault. It's not. If anything, you're probably the piece that's here that's meant to break that generational curse.
right. Bambi, check your kick. Because Bambi's been bringing up some good points in the comments, and I just want him to get on here and um, to express it vocally, because sometimes when you're texting stuff, you can't really get everything out the way that you want to. Um, and especially when you're dating, it is so many people, like you saying, there's no fats, no films. You don't want anyone of, you know, discoloration, because that's when colorism comes into play too. Okay, so if you're this dark, I don't want to date you. If you're that dark, I don't want to date you. Or, if you're not, what do they call it? If you're not so straight acting, they don't want to date you. Or that would go with the fats and femmes,
Right.
or if you're 6 foot and you're not height weight proportion, then I don't want to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? And um hey babe.
All these requirements
Hey,
that
how y'all
meaning
doing?
Bambi.
Good.
How y'all doing?
Now look, you've been giving some good advice over there in the comments. Don't come in here cutting up, because you'll cut up in a heartbeat. I
you
want you
got
to
cousin Faith in the
I'll be on my
Let me know if I need to get them.
I'll be
you
on my
know
best
we
behavior, child.
we're gonna do that a little bit later, but I want to be a little bit
Hello, Bridget
different
and
now, because
Leander.
you be
Oh.
you
I'm
were
not
taking
gonna
a stance.
call you cousin Faith. I'm gonna call you preacher Faith. I'm gonna say preacher Faith tonight.
Because you was really doing some nice stuff over there in the comments, and I just wanted to give you an
Oh,
opportunity
child, I
to.
was getting ready to exit stage left. I don't know what was going on. I went on my tablet. I turned the Wi-Fi off, baby, to skip. I was like, girl, I'm about to go.
Maybe that might
Well,
be
I'm
fun.
glad you stuck around, because you were saying some stuff that people needed to hear in the comments,
He
and
always good stuff. Come
huh?
on. I see he always
Well, I was.
well, he sometimes almost always
I
Oh,
mean,
He
I be
will stir
having a
a
little
pot in
bit
a
of
heartbeat
knowledge.
too.
he be having to leave say little stuff some.
I be
He
having
will
a little
stir
bit
the
of knowledge.
he will stir the pot just a little bit every now and then too. So
teach the
Well,
girl
that's how
I expected
you
at the
gotta
right.
moment.
stir the pot to get the good seasoning at the bottom.
You know what?
But if
Unless
you
you
ain't
only
know,
use the salt and pepper, but
spoken
that's
like
a
a
whole
true
other
Philly.
subject. We're not even going
Okay.
there. Um,
No, I was responding to something that His Majesty was saying. He was talking about rejection and stuff like that, and I was just basically responding to what he said. He was saying that um, I forgot what he mentioned, but it was something about rejection, and I just said, it takes a mature person to be able to accept rejection, because I was like, not everyone can handle that. And it takes a mature person to be able to accept rejection, and it takes a mature person to be able to give rejection, or to reject someone without
right,
being disrespectful. So it
right.
kind of goes hand in hand.
I
I was
have a
like, 'cause not
question.
everyone can accept it.
And
Absolutely.
hurt people. That's right.
You
Huh?
said
You know,
what, Bridget?
I said hurt people hurt people. That's what
They
true.
do.
And some people don't have that etiquette in order to, like Bambi was saying, they don't have that right etiquette in order for you to be like, hey, I think you're cool, this, that, and the third, but you know, blah 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 blah, whatever it is. But as long as you're handling it in a respectful mannerism, there's always a respectful mannerism that you can take and do it, until they keep going back and forth with you, and then that's when you just let loose and let God. You know what I'm saying? You say what you got to say, and then if you hurt their feelings, you hurt their feelings. But at least if you tried once or twice to let them down and let them know, because we're gonna keep it 2000.
Hmm.
We all have our personal preferences.
Mm-hmm.
You may not want to, and I'm just using you as a general. You may not want to date someone that's under 6 feet. You may only want to date someone that's under 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? So then you turn around and you're like, okay, so maybe, if it's not that, maybe you only want to date a person that I'll just use age for instance. Maybe you only want to date someone that's 5 years older than you, or 10 years younger than you, and that's your age bracket that you want to stay in. So we all have preferences, so let's not act like we all don't have preferences. What I'm saying though
Right.
is that when you go into the body shaming and stuff like that, whenever you are purposely trying to tear down a person, and then that gets, a lot of times people don't understand. We can be our words that we say to people and interact to people can make a person, that can help a person choose life or death. And people don't realize that you could say hello to a person and saying, just by that person saying hello to you, saying hello to that person could change that person's whole outlook and say, you know what, I'm worth it if that person said hey to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
not always the big things that we take and we do. It's sometimes it's the small, simple things that you can take and you can change a person's life and demeanor by just saying hello to them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? How many people have we walked down the street and we thought they looked it nice or whatever like that, but we never complimented them? Or
Mhm.
you're sitting in a restaurant. I'm just putting food for thought out there for people since we are going through a crisis right now, and all we always hear is nothing but negative, negative, negative. We can be that one voice to take and change that for someone.
I tend to give people comments.
Comments or
Mail.
compliments? Because you know,
What I say? Comments. I mean compliments.
you read to filth, ma'am.
Ooh,
I can. I don't.
I don't think we've seen his true power
I
yet.
don't. I don't wear it. I don't wear it on my sleeve. That's why I say people. Some people. I'm. That's why I tell people all the time I'm a Virgo. So what you give me is what you give back. You can talk to somebody on this side over here, and they be like, "Oh, he's the sweetest person I met, and this and that. He was so helpful. He was kind." You can talk to somebody over here. Oh, that bitch is evil. She rude. She, you know.
Ooh,
Right, but it's the
Depending
truth.
on what you give me is what I'm gonna give you back. But I don't. I can be a bitch, but I don't wear it on my sleeve.
Right. I
But
completely
don't
agree with you.
don't get it twisted. She's not far behind me.
I completely agree with you because, like, I could talk about me. Me and Savon's been on the phone, and Savon's been like, "Girl, that was so nice of you saying X, Y, Z, yada 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 to somebody in passing." But she can also be like, "Girl, now you know you was wrong for that. You ain't have to go there." You know, and
Right.
you just have to take. And then again, in everyday life with me, people assumed the worst about me because I am a Sagittarius, but I'm just a very blunt person, and people don't understand. I would rather be blunt with you than to
mhm.
And a
try to
lot of people.
sugarcoat it with you and you trying to figure out whether I'm being truthful and honest with you because here's my hindsight behind that. This is my thing. When I was 19, I went to the club and I think I've shared this, but I'm just gonna tiptoe across it because it's not something I wanted to really talk about it right now. But I was raped when I was younger, when I was 19. Second or third time going to the club. Anyway, long
Oh,
story short, for years and even I find now, I still have episodes every now and then that I go through the I'm not clean enough, I'm not good enough. So it played a mental on my psyche. And it's something that I've learned to deal with. And it's something that I at one time I felt like my voice was taken away from me because when I said no, it didn't mean anything to this person. And that's why I say to people now that I'm older and I'm more mature than I was then, that hey, I can't say um something nice to a person instead of tearing that person down. Because
right.
let's be clear, we all go through that mean girl phase and we all can tear each other down. We all can read each other for filth, and then we all can be ready to fight and do whatever else that needs to be done at that present point in time. But what I'm saying though is that we have went through so much in these last couple months, and 2020 is not even over with, and it is so depressing for so many people out there because a lot of people are so down and introverted now. It's not even funny. Versus, a year ago, you were able to get up and be fun, fancifully. And if you felt like going to DC, you felt like going to New York, you feel like going to the Bahamas, you could do it.
Mm.
But now that you're shut down, you're basically a lot of people feel like they're trapped. And it's only so much on social media that you can do before it becomes redundant.
Mm.
And if anyone takes anything from anything that we're talking about tonight is I would just want to tell you if you were not told this today, somebody loves you. You're worth being here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get that recognition from someone else. You are worth being here.
Somehow we always end up bringing it right on back around to Patty LaBelle, honey.
Girl, I was talking about Patty.
Look, I went and got my patty pie yesterday, girl. Fuck all of y'all.
And I've been trying to get
I've
mine.
had
I'm
it.
right there with you with Patty. So I don't know what Savon them be talking about the patty pie nasty. The patty pie ain't nasty to me. I like my
I
patty pie.
like patty pie, honey.
Patty
And
pie
it was,
is not
I
nasty.
came home and
I love my
popped
patty
it in the
pie.
I
oven,
love my
girl.
patty pie too. Shit, I don't know what they be talking about.
Hmm.
But
But
before
yeah.
Bambi gets back into whatever Bambi wants to discuss, because I love hearing from Bambi, especially when excuse me, let me do you like I normally do when the Bam is doing what the Bam does. Um, we're finna take a little small commercial break because I need to take a sip on something, and then we'll be right back.
Yes. Let me pour my drink.
Go
Let me
ahead and pull it.
pour it, mine, child.
So don't forget, y'all, coming up tomorrow night, we do have Freaky Fridays with Go Go Gadget Bridget. That's at Go Go Gadget Bridget on YouTube.
Look at that hot girl. Woo!
And don't forget, on Saturday nights, following Anita behind her, will be the Saturday Night Social Club presented by the Savon Experience. That's at youtube.com/Savon1111. Then immediately following that, we'll get back to the basics, child. We're going back to the cool down. P Valley's over, so we finna have the what news, and we finna cut up and have an absolutely gorgeous time. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think I've expressed as much as I possibly could express about the whole situation. Um, and the floor is really open to y'all. Like, we ain't gonna wang on this too long. We just gonna say what we gotta say. We're gonna get
I
about.
just I just wanted to make a quick comment.
Of course.
When Leander was talking, it just I forgot exactly what he said that made me think about that. But I was like, I've been big and small, so when I was younger, I used to have a high metabolism, and so I could eat 2 and 3 plates of spaghetti like grown man plates. Like I didn't eat little plates. I was eating like I was a grown man when I was in school, like all of that, and I would never gain weight. I didn't start gaining weight till like 6th grade. I went through like a chubby phase, and then I lost it. Like it just magically fell off my 7th grade year, 8th grade year. Like I was just skinny. In high school, I was skinny, and it's one thing to be teased about your weight when it's coming from kids at school or whatever, but mine was more so. It was like my grandma. She always had something to say. It was like when I was. I guess she didn't think that. I don't know. She used to just make me feel like every time she would make a comment, it was like, "Oh, why? Oh, why he so skinny? Why he?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It was like she was throwing jab, like my mama don't feed me or something. And I was like, "Okay." So then when I started gaining weight, it was like, "Oh, you need to start working out. You're getting fat. You're getting big." And it's like, when older people are talking, they don't really. Older people and little kids, they kind of don't know how to edit what they say. My grandma is very much so. If it comes through her brainwave, it's coming out her mouth.
I was just gonna say, I don't think it's they don't know how to edit. I just don't think that older people and kids don't give a shit. They just gonna say what they gotta say. They older
Yeah,
people feel like they done been here long enough that they can say
they
whatever
don't
they
have
feel like
to.
they want to
Right.
say, and they don't feel like that they should watch stepping on somebody's toes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
kids, they if you don't train a child the way you want that child to be, then that child's not gonna do it. Because when I lived in Detroit, a lot of the kids and stuff that I was around, they would say yeah or no to people. They would say yes and no or whatever like that. They would never say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir.
Yeah, I wasn't
You
raised
know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? And So like to my bishop that I was up underneath at that time, it used to work my nerves, and I was like, I sit and I looked at him,
Shut up,
like,
Javon.
And
it,
she
you
was
know,
for me.
and like even to my mom, Sabon can tell you now, even when I be around my mama, I mean, I may cuss and act the fool with y'all up in here, but respect is due to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that to her. And if she asks me something, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Oh, well, y'all done heard me on here too, you know, because she'll come ask me questions like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or whatever like that, you know. And I just feel like it's something that you're supposed to do. And even at work, of course, you know, my boss is younger than me. But of course, I'm gonna say yes sir, no sir to him because that is my boss. You know what I'm saying? It's respect. It's not something that I feel like that I have to kiss his butt or
You have
whatever,
the respect for his
but
title.
it's respect. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that completely. But old people just don't. The filter gone, and they don't give a shit no more. They're just like,
Then
Yeah.
what you
I
gonna
will say though, baby, in my case, grandma's the reason why I was fat in the first place. Because she was the one who raised me. So
Well, I'm
Baby,
gonna leave
she
house
she was cooking with all that butter, honey.
maybe no, we had Crisco, honey. We had Crisco. It was on the stove.
do? Ooh, I can't even tell y'all about my Crisco story.
No.
I'm done.
When I was going through the whole disorder, when I lost a whole bunch of weight, she was really concerned. Like, you need to eat. You need to eat. Like, she would cook. It's like, you need to eat. I'm like, and I would eat, but then I would go throw it up, obviously. But
Hmm.
she was never really one of the ones who was really saying me I was too fat. Now when I got skinny, she was like, "You're too skinny." Honestly, I didn't really experience, I guess, fat shaming really until I started dating. When I came out, and
Until you got into the gay scene, honey.
that's when I really, truly experienced full blown on the whole fat shaming, the whole, oh, you're not good enough, nobody will ever get with you because you're this size. Like, that's really what drove me really to like the extreme measures I went to.
So let me ask this question then. Do you feel like the same hatred that was pressed upon us when we were trying to figure out who we were, we brought it to the community, and that's why we press those same habits onto other people, like no fats, no films, no this, no that, and if you're not this size or that size, or you're not this color, that color, we don't want to be bothered with you.
Oh, yeah, like Go said,
No.
hurt people hurt people.
Right.
But my thing is, I've always been attracted to big guys. Even when I was skinny, I still like big guys. I like big guys when I was in school. Like, I never was into that. Even feminine guys, like, I never got into that. I didn't even notice that. Even when I was in the gay scene, when I first got into the gay scene, I didn't even know that was a thing until maybe within the last 10 years. Like, I didn't, especially in Dallas, like when I first got into the gay scene, I was 15. So I didn't really see all of that. I mean, it was big gays, tall gays, fat gays, like it was all of the things. The gay community used to be friendly when I first came into the gay community.
Yep.
And then you could see the girls walking down the street, across the street, you see a rainbow bracelet, a flag or whatever. It was, oh hey family.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I don't know what happened between that time, but the girls became evil.
Enemies.
I don't
Girl,
know.
they started coming to the club, want to fight each other all the time.
Yeah, I'm like,
It became a like being bitchy and rude.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was always there, but it wasn't. They didn't wear it on their sleeve.
It would always be there.
The girls used to be catty, and it was just catty, you know. But
I mean,
it was.
you go out and dance, bitch. Somebody think they better than you dance, and y'all dance this shit out. Now, bitch,
They want to fight.
Bottles on people's head, like, bitch, why? Because I did the split better than you, girl. Calm down.
Girl, the girls used to get in the club and twerk down. Okay, the J issues come in, take over the flow. Girl, they was battling for hours. Girl, get on my nerve. Okay, we seen it. Get off the floor. But you know,
might have been.
I mean, it was entertainment. I'm not gonna say I didn't used to be entertained, but
The aggression was different.
Right.
yeah,
I was brought in by a clique. So my clique, the clique I came in through. They were very kind of weight conscious. They weren't like fat shaming, but they were very weight conscious. So I noticed my clique of friends at that time, they were the gay ones, and they were kind of very conscious about their weight. It was actually one of my best friends at the time who actually, he didn't tell me this because he thought I needed to do, because he was doing it himself. He was actually the one like, yeah, I'll eat this, but then I'll just go, put my finger down my throat and throw up. Like, wait, you can do that? I didn't actually try it like 2 or 3 years after that, but um, I think it's one of the things. Like I will say, I think it's definitely contingent around the company you keep. Like, although I didn't really start until college, but by that time too, I was also going to a predominantly white school, where it was a predominantly white gay culture. So that in itself was a whole other.
I can understand that more now.
It was just like a whole other experience for me because me being from urban hood Chicago, yeah, we had skinny gays, fat gays, whatever. As long as you were a bad bitch who had confidence, it was what it was.
Right.
It wasn't really till I went there, was out of my norm, was out of my environment. I feel like I had to compete with these other people, trying to find my dating life, and then I guess really getting involved at that point with the gay scene, because I think it was around the ages of 19 to my early 20s where I really got involved with the major gay scene where you see the whole no fats, no femmes, all that other stuff. That's where a lot of my confidence became shooken.
So let me ask you this: do y'all feel like with us having to adhere to the European standard of beauty as far as like if you are not a certain size and because back in the day, like you didn't have to worry about like going onto the different websites and stuff like that, and then they would check out the body types or whatever that you're interested in, and you would basically in black and white put your statuses and stuff there. But then when you took and put your pictures up there, and if it, I just feel like a lot of the body shaming and stuff got so much more vocal because of like the different dating apps and stuff like that.
The internet, when the internet moved from the chat line when you used to have the phone call to being online, I think everything changed because it's like now you can weed through what you do like, what you don't like, what you do have time for, what you don't have time for, who you
But
think
like I
is
said,
this
I know we
person,
all got
and
preferences. You know what I'm saying? I know
right,
we
isn't
all got preferences.
it's
But
nothing wrong with a preference, and everybody I'm sure has one, but and I don't knock people for having one either, but this guy tried to read me online one day because we was trying to hook up or whatever, and he was like, "Well, how you trying to hook up with me?" Because one, I have pictures on my profile, he didn't, so
mhm.
he had a blocked profile basically. But I'm not. If we're talking and you don't send me a picture or whatever, I'm not gonna ask you for a picture. So he was like, "Well, how you trying to hook up with me and you don't know what I look like?" When they had the chat line, how do you think they hooked up?
Right.
Right. Before we had the whole internet and everything else, bitch, we had phones. You can send a picture to your phone.
And
Before we
then
had that,
yeah, and
so
I'm
I
not
didn't
I'm
know
not
that.
superficial, so I like big dudes and small dudes. So
but
regardless of
people
what it
go
is,
through what's your stats? Like what's your age
right?
stats? That's what they
And the
wanted.
girls, the
Yep.
same way these hoes catfish you with a picture, they catfish you with their stats.
They
So I'm
would.
like, oh
They
girl,
Absolutely.
and because of my weight, even online, these dumb illiterate hoes don't know how to distinguish because I'm over 300 pounds, but they don't look at I'm 6'6". So if I was, 5'8" and 300 pounds, my body would be a little different. But because I'm much taller, they just see the 300 pounds, and I'm like,
that's all they
okay,
see. I remember those
Yeah,
days, baby. I remember those days, baby.
I will definitely say European standards take such a role because I remember one time I was online. It was actually he had to be French, and then, you do know y'all know I do have locks, and then even now I'm freeforming my locks, so it's not like there's no like central. I just letting them grow, do what they want to do. But even this
hmm,
dude felt the need to comment like, "No one's gonna date you with their hair like that." I'm like, "Excuse me."
Right.
wow,
But I even get that from my own people, even people in my own family. They'd be like, "Well, why is your hair like this? You need to get professionally done." I'm like, first off,
my dad
before
told me
people
that.
start landing on us, this is how our hair just grew. We took care of it; it grew. That was the major point.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think there is so much, like to Jess was asking, there's so much European standards. You got to be light skinned. You have to have the full 6 8 pack. You got to have the pecs. You got to have the what is it called, the V
The
whatever.
beeline.
You got to have this. You got to have that.
I ain't
Whereas,
gonna lie, I miss my beeline.
first off, do you even have that?
Huh?
I ain't never had one.
I used to have. That's
I
one
don't
thing I
have
do
it.
miss. I'm not gonna even lie. I do miss my beeline.
Me and
But
cousin Faith
the
got
reason I
double.
ask that is because a lot of people have all the standards and rules for having themselves.
We don't have.
Well, I will say
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
let's be honest, girl.
Go ahead, baby.
Talking all this stuff about the big girls and all that, they're the most insecure ones because not everyone that's getting bulky like that isn't insecure. They're using the building of muscle and stuff like that to build their confidence. So they're just as insecure as the people they're trying to talk shit about that are bigger.
So do you feel like sometimes a lot of the eating disorder and body shaming comes from insecurities?
Yes, I do, and it's self-inflicted. Again, like Leander was talking about, we are as African Americans, we have different bodies than white people. Like point blank, period. Like we're built differently. We all have, we all we might not all have like asses and stuff like that, but we all usually have thick thighs.
I got 2 cups.
Right.
2 cups of what?
2 cups of ass, one on each side.
I can't stand her ass. Oh my god.
That's one thing I
I
want.
said you.
Like we just have different.
Everyone else but the ass.
We just have different body types. Certain things are going to be more defined on us than are going to be defined on everybody else. So naturally, sometimes it's like when you look at people when it comes to body mass, which they tell you about when you get in there, if you're like obese and stuff like that. A lot of these football players and a lot of these like basketball players will be considered overweight. But
Yeah.
it's based on
By their muscle mass and
But
everything.
the body mass was actually invented by a
A
people,
white woman.
a group of actually Chinese. Is built off of Chinese standards.
Child,
Girl, first of all,
You can take it. You can look it up. Seriously,
it
no,
is, but
I
here,
know BMI don't work for us, honey. They just
Yeah.
don't.
everybody talk about fat, but they want one of them big old fat, ugly, ignorant cottage cheese dimple booties. Every
come
porn
on.
that you see, they got one of them old
Yeah, cottage
ignorant,
cheese.
old, I eat Krispy Kreme asses, and they
Hold on.
love that as long as it comes with a little waist.
but the girls that did porn back in the day, the strippers back in the day, they had natural asses. So the fact that these girls, these white girls, Latinas, everything else is getting these asses
If some of these black
pumped,
women not too
pumped
honey.
and dumped. I mean, the girls, the black girls did too, but it was a lot of natural built girls that were naturally built like that. And, every other race would hate on them and be, oh, why she built like that or this and that. I'm like, okay.
But
Like, if you go back and look at them old school pornos, baby, them girls was stacked.
But to what Shayla was saying, body shaming goes both ways. I'm not just talking about
Yeah.
people talking about heavy people.
Monique.
I'm talking about when people
I
used to. Yeah, you use Monique for prime example. She used to
Monique.
a lot of her routine was off of skinny
Skinny
girls,
bitches.
that and the third, skinny bitches, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it goes both ways. It's not just a one-sided thing.
I
Body
think
shaming goes both ways.
Sorry, Jazz, but I
Go ahead,
can say for me, so I was a lot. I'm not as muscular as I would like to be, but I was a lot skinnier than before, and I really started because I'm shorter. You know how people look at shorter men, so they already think that we're less masculine. We're not gonna be able to protect you and stuff like that.
Ooh,
That bullshit.
I was about to say, who think that?
girl, who think
There's a
that?
lot of people that look at short men.
Listen, these
Well,
short
it's a lot of men that
short
have
men
that
be strong as
overconfidence that's that short man complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have that.
Yeah. So that, and then also the fact that I had my whole bullying situation. So, and then I was trying to pass. So people didn't know that I was into men as well as women. So bulking up was a part of like building my own confidence in myself. So again, it's more of a confidence. That's why I said the whole thing about men that have all these muscles and abs. They're probably still insecure. Like that's one of my insecurities. I always wanted to be a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, stuff like that. I never was like, "Oh my God, you're big," so I can never talk to you. Like that's stupid. Like that's
I just
wonderful.
I just feel like that we all deal with so much, and it's time out for us being trying to be ignorant towards each other. And like I was saying before y'all came on here, 2020 has showed out so much, and we're
Sure.
just at the
We
halfway.
don't
You
want to
know
talk
what I'm
about
saying?
it.
Just not to reach the halfway point. Look like we're 9 months in, and
Hmm.
within this whole Rona situation, it done showed out so much on top of that. Like we have to start doing something positive towards each other. Like the negative stuff, like kill that with a skillet. And like even with cousin Faith, and I know me and Savon remember, like it used to be fun going to the club back in the day. But now, who wants to go to the club and possibly get shot or lose your life behind foolishness now?
I sure
The
don't.
way these girls be
Right.
jumping each other in the club, I'd be like, girl,
I don't even want to go. I mean, just fuck it, girl. I'd rather go. I'd rather,
to
to
a
be
cute little
honest with
bar.
you, a cute, and preferably a cute little straight bar.
Or a nice little jazz bar, listen to some jazz or something. Cause I mean, I
Look,
ain't gonna lie,
Buffalo Wild
I
Wings.
miss going to like seeing the drag shows because I always love
Yes.
drag shows. But
Yeah.
all that foolishness before and after the shows, I ain't got time for that. You done stepped on somebody's shoes that they done took and stole. Now they want to try to take and fight you, or they want to try to take and do something to your drink and all. I ain't nobody got time for that foolishness.
First of all, you don't even wear your good clean shoes to the club anyway, because them hoes
Yeah,
Right.
no.
stepped on, drinks will go
Well,
Unless you got a
That's
VIP
just
section, I
common knowledge. You
guess.
don't do that.
I just
I've
don't
never
like
gotten into it with anyone for stepping on my shoes, but I
I
like
have,
to go.
but people do get mad about that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if the girls that wear Jordans and shit like that, but
Don't wear it to
um,
the club.
I will wear a good clean Aldo boots, honey. But
You be wearing them on steel toes, so you can go ahead and give it to the girls.
I have my little cute ankle boots, but
Not ankle.
so you know, when I do get cleaned up, I know how to step. I was about to say that, but we're not
You know how to step
representing
in.
R. Kelly anymore.
Oh no,
No.
no, no.
So
World, man.
um,
Oh, step in the name of love.
yeah. So I like to, when you see the shows or whatever, I like to tip the girls. So
Mhm.
you know how you have to kind of squeeze through the crowd. And the
Right.
same way I squeeze through to tip her, the same way I'm about to squeeze through to get back through.
Right.
Right. So one particular time, I went up to tip one of the girls, and I came back through. This bitch, I guess, and I politely like,
Feel some
the
type of way.
music is loud or whatever. So you kind of politely tap somebody like I'm coming through, and you make your way through. So they moved out the way so I could get through. And when I came back, this bitch looked at me and stood there. So I'm trying to get back through. She's standing there, looked at me and rolled her eyes. Oh, girl, I'm coming back through. What you failed to realize, the bitch was boss hog. I pushed this her out the way and kept walking. I wanted her to hit me in the back of my head, girl, so we could tear the club
She
up.
wanted it when she met you with that energy coming back. She wanted that
And
mess.
she got like I
I'm
said, I'm
gonna
a
move my
Virgo.
ass out the way.
What you give me is what you
You
get.
gonna get
And I
moved.
look, that's why I like the girls think I be playing when the girls when I say it's certain girls that don't like me in Dallas and them hoes be online, but they keep their shit online. So
Mhm.
she was probably one of them same girls that either tried to read me and block me or got read and blocked me anyway.
Ooh,
So when she probably realized who I was and I was trying to come back, she looked at me and wrote like because I didn't do anything to her. I didn't push her out of the way when I came through. I even said excuse me, but again the music is loud. But I'll lean at somebody here because I'll try to be, I try to give people they respect. Oh, excuse me, but I'm sure she couldn't hear me, so I kind of, how you kind of pat somebody like, hey, let me get through or whatever while you in the club. Or
Mhm.
I even pat people on their waist if I'm trying to get through and we walking through the crowd or whatever. I pat people on their waist, hey, I'm behind you, let me get through. This bitch looked dead at me as if I wasn't gonna move her. No, girl, I'm not finding no other way to get through you, bitch. This the way I came through. This the way I'm going.
Good.
Girl, I'm
I don't
like,
understand it. Like I really
sometimes you
feel
gotta
like
move a
you
bitch.
ain't be that petty. Like,
I can't. I'm petty,
See, I really
girl.
think the
no, not you, but like
No, I'm saying I know what you're talking about,
Bruh.
but mm-mm.
people are
she
there.
she was being petty, but I'm
Ah,
she don't want it.
speak to your manager.
Girl, here goes Shayla, girl.
no. But like going back to what you guys were saying, how like the whole gay community used to be a lot lot nicer, and you guys would see each other in the club and wouldn't be like all this.
It's the girls.
I kind of sort of,
It's always the girls that think they
It
too
depends on
cute.
the click, honey.
Yeah,
but I also feel like how Bambi was saying though. I feel like, and we all know because some of the girls wouldn't even give you compliments. They go, or then the next week they try to have that same outfit that you had on. So the cattiness and the shade was a little bit different. But these hoes nowadays, they want to try to take you in your life behind foolishness.
right.
I think I was just naive because I didn't experience none of that shit. And I know them hoes probably didn't like me. I just didn't give a fuck. I was too focused on myself. I was like,
I didn't get it, but members
I
were
remember.
me and
I remember.
350 plus is finna sit over here being all that we are together.
All of the things, okay?
I never really. I've experienced like a lot of shade and like stuff like that. When I walk in the club, girl, people love to come for me, girl, because when I come to the club, I come to have fun. So I'm not out here to just be sitting there looking at people the whole time while they're dancing. I come here, I'm gonna come in here. I'll come in here looking cute and have my little crop top on, my pants on that's a little fitted, so you can, see the edge.
Get into it.
When I start twerking and shit, like if I feel the need to, when I start dancing, like I ain't come to this club just to sit down and drink. I don't drink like that.
Well,
so I'm gonna be on the floor dancing
and cute, quite frankly,
and dragging people dancing wise. And then I'm the person that, like, if I can tell that the mood's like a little bit off, I'll go around and be like, "Hey girl, how you doing? Girl, let's get into this dance. Like, let's dance and have fun." Like, I'm the one that goes around throughout the club, and then I end up making like new acquaintances at the club. That's me at the club. So I never understood why.
That's you, baby.
Just because, like, and see now, you have to understand. I am a petty.
Like baby would be that person though.
Y'all know I'm a petty bitch. Man, that's me.
Oh Lord.
At my core, that's how I am at the day. Like when I go out, like I want to make sure everybody's having fun. Like,
well, I know with me, if I wasn't working and I was just tiptoeing and sitting there or whatever, I always went to VIP because I couldn't be bothered with all that extra. And maybe I was wrong for that, but I always got free VIP anywhere, anytime I went to the club. So I was like, who and whoever else was with me. So we would sit there, we have our little drinks or whatever like that, and then when it was all said and done, when I got tired of sitting there, then I'd get the hell up and go on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. I get my 1 or 2 little dances on, which is move your body, the 1-2 step and all that shit. Once that's over with, and it's like the last 2-3 hours of the club, I was like, okay, it's time for me to go, because when they get let out, they finna act a complete fool. And I ain't got time for any of that. Let me be in my car and be on about my business.
Right.
Honestly, I might have been that one who probably deserved to get their ass whooped to some degree because there were times where I kind of, somebody's man was kind of up on me, or I would be sitting in their lap, or I would be dancing with them, and then the significant other would come up. That's my man. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So there's probably been a few times where I've
had like 3 incidents.
Well, no shade. This is my thing though. I hate
Shayla.
Girl, you go to the club. Hey Shayla. You go to the club.
Hey Shayla.
There's a possibility of somebody coming up to your man thinking he's attractive and blah 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 blah. We all have eyes, girl. Like now, there's a difference between respect. Now, if you all up on the man trying to kiss that person's man, and you already knew that was somebody else's person, and you doing a whole bunch of extra shit. Now your ass need to get beat the fuck up.
No, see, that wasn't me.
But when you in the club with your man, it's rules. You need to be in the club with your man and let it be known that that's your man, because sometimes the girls don't know that that's your man.
Right.
You sitting over here and y'all kikiing, both of y'all looking like feminine bottoms, blouses, girl. And I'm thinking that's your sister.
Wait.
Girl.
What did you say?
Feminine blouses?
That part.
I
Girl,
know.
they over here. They over here looking like.
I love that. I love it. Okay, but no, that wasn't me though. So I was just sitting there. I would be sitting there with my drink, having a good time dancing, and then the dude would come over and start dancing and talk to me and buy me drinks. And then I guess because his boyfriend was at another club or somewhere else in the club, he'll see us and then come and tell me. I'm like, okay, then of course I'll stop. But it's like, I just wanted to let it be known. I didn't know your man didn't say anything. So
Right.
But again, this is
Now, if I do buy somebody a drink, I'm not gonna just buy that person a drink. If you with your friends, I'm gonna buy you and your friends a drink. Because one, if I'm talking to you, one, if I'm drinking, we all drinking. That's how I get down. So
Is it safe to come
that's
back?
just me.
girl, get in here.
first off, why did you leave?
Right.
Because, child, they started talking about feminine bottom and blouses and stuff.
Fem blouses. Wait, what
That
is
was-
blouses?
That was
Girl, that's why I was like, sometimes you gotta let it be known that that's your man. So it was an incident. When I go to the club, I very much so everybody know when I pay my little coin to get through the door, girl. You know,
Come on,
I'm going straight to the bar. So if I
need
say hey
two
to
of
you, right? Oh yeah, I get 2 drinks at the bar. So I'm making my way through the crowd to get to the bar because, like I told y'all before, I can't be around a whole group of punks and I had nothing to drink. So I get my drink, I suck it down at the bar, and I have my other drink that I walk around the club with because I'm trying to get caught up with the other girls. Because one, I probably got there around 11 or 12 o'clock, and you know the club closed there too. So girl, I'm trying to get caught up to the rest of these hoes that's already drunk. So I walk through, and
Before you finish your story, hold on one
go
second.
ahead.
Savon, go ahead and tell them where they can find you at because you about to get ready to get up out of here, baby. I know.
You want mute, mama?
Unmute your mic.
You muted yourself.
See, because I was trying to keep myself because I'm sleepy. You can find me in the bed. You can find me.
I
Rest
love
in
the
my
whole
soul.
studio behind you. Come on, studio.
Until Saturday.
All right.
So y'all have a good night. This was a very good conversation. Y'all keep the movement moving forward, honey. Don't let no hoe tell you ain't worth it just because they have an opinion. And remember, it is an opinion about you. And most often their opinions come from places of insecurity. So
They asshole.
Come on,
the
Dave.
assholes stink.
Savon, when is the album dropping, girl? Because you in the studio, girl.
Girl, I don't know, but I want to run down there and slap the shit out of Shayla's bowl.
What?
I just want to slap the shit out of her bowl. Not her. I love her too much, but I can't eat it, so I
Is
want to.
that cereal?
What is it?
Crab salad.
You know how somebody have
Ooh,
something.
crab salad.
You say
Can we get a
crab
close up of
salad.
Taylor again with
That's
the
like some rice or something.
Girl, I thought that was Lucky Charms.
That's some kind of rice. Look like- Is it fried rice? What is it then? Lift up one more song.
You gonna tell us? Oh, she
That
gonna
is
tell us.
Some rice.
Girl, why she over there look like she in a commercial, girl? Over there giving us seduction.
Oh, jeez.
I just want to. Her plate is a fool. Oh, you know what?
Here she
Oh,
goes.
oh.
You don't
Wait,
got another bottle.
Wait, they put it in. They gave you that?
Yeah, girl.
You didn't get that, go?
Wow.
Whoa! They gave you that. What? How you get that?
I got
Uh-oh.
that. I got a towel.
A towel.
But they put your bolt in there. What's the name?
Yep, and the duster.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Well,
gonna
she probably used T.S. Madison
Did
code.
you
You
use
didn't
TS
use her
Madison
code.
code?
No, I bought 6 bottles.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Because she don't want it and drop.
Oh,
the
she a
plane
platinum member now.
ticket. She don't drop. Shayla don't want to drop the plane ticket on liquor.
Right.
6 bottles times 30. Let's do the math. 6 times
Okay.
30. Let's see how much she wants.
I thought she was going to bed.
She a platinum member now.
That's 180 right there. Hell.
She done got her bolt frequency miles, baby. She got the, she in the club.
That's a 4-round trip.
Y'all ain't.
I don't give a shit. I'm pissed.
Why?
They
Look,
said you need
she
to
gonna Shayla gonna be in the next commercial. She gonna be in the next commercial up there dancing on the Miami Beach, girl.
How many of them things they gave?
Shayla gonna be in a swimming suit twerking in the next commercial. Bro.
They got 2 bottles.
did?
Yeah, they wrapped
And
each
then she got a rug, right? Was that a rug?
She said that they wrap. She said that they wrap each
Not is
bottle.
that a rug? That was a
No,
towel.
she told us something else too.
That was a towel.
Oh, a towel.
She got 3 bags. She only got 3 bags.
All right, give me one.
And a towel.
Give me one, Shayla. You heard me.
What?
When Shayla says hand, that means no.
I want to be Shayla when I grow up.
You know she ignorant.
I really want to be Shayla when I grow up.
I do too.
Girl, you don't want to be this alcoholic, girl.
This Jasmine, but this how my bottle came.
That's how mine came too.
Go is so upset.
Shayla. I mean, go.
This Jasmine, but this how my bottle came too.
Go. Okay, go, girl.
They said you had to upgrade to get the
Girl,
membership.
Go,
Is that bubble wrap?
This
Yes,
bottle
it's bubble wrap.
No, Shayla ain't supposed to take it out. It's bad luck if you take it out like that.
Shayla, so that means you try to make sure that you remember which one is which.
That's right.
You ain't supposed to undress the ladies.
Bridget, they was trying to let you know that your membership, you was still the
30-day period.
she's on the copper membership. Shayla's at the platinum.
But how many did you buy?
I gotta wait in line to get on the ball plane.
Go. How many bottles did you buy?
Two.
Oh, girl, that's why I bought 6.
Well, you needed 4 more, honey.
Wait a minute, and this is your second order of 6 because your first was 2, right?
I thought you was going to bed.
No, I wasn't. No. That was. We're talking about return client, repeat businesses, VIP privileges because you are a loyal client. That's where that came from. So now what you got to do is order you 6 bottles, and you too can have 3 sleeves and a towel.
Okay,
Okay, so I might have to try this my alcoholic ass.
That vodka ain't gonna last Shayla but till next month.
Huh?
What is it?
Medicine code.
Is it
Not
smooth?
the first time because I didn't know she had a code. She didn't tell when I first got it. She didn't tell us it was a code.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, you always tell me.
I must not have was listening that good that day because I showed.
What is it, a commercial?
She say it every time.
No, I'm talking about the very first time when I started.
Hold on, let me run the bar. Let me get the commercial because I got it. Let me get the commercial. Hold on.
Got everybody commercial.
They sponsoring us tonight too, y'all. So hold on, let me run the commercial. Hold on.
She childish.
Right, Harry.
Wow. I ain't mad.
Girl, I ain't making
So
money.
wait, but I want to try this Balt though. But is it smooth? Like,
Yeah, you don't get nothing over.
Leander, please don't do it. Please don't.
Yeah, and put it, and I tell you what, get your bottle and put it in the freezer for a couple hours.
ooh.
And put it on ice and just sip it.
Do they have flavors?
No, this is it.
It's strawberry infused vodka.
Come on, let's take
Oh,
a
I
shot.
want the strawberry one.
Child, I just want to buy me a little cheap bottle of pineapple vodka.
But
We about to be
I know they ship
falling
nationwide. But do they I know they ship nationwide, nation whatever. Is it everywhere though?
Somebody said they don't ship to Texas.
On their website, I couldn't order on their website because they don't ship to Ohio. So I had to inbox them on Instagram.
You know how you Shayla?
Because I'm in Florida, it went straight to me.
Listen, let me tell you
They
something.
have to ship to Chicago.
Their customer service is everything because
Yeah.
I wanted to get some. I got 6 for Labor Day, and when I say I ordered them things on Friday and they was here on Labor Day,
Okay.
listen, let me tell you something. Ball Vodka is immaculate with their customer service.
Yep, they are. I will say that.
I'm doing an order. Fuck it.
Oh,
It got
you
here
about to be
quick.
on this bed.
But this whole she done been off camera the whole time. Now she done seen Shayla Walker rap. Now she want to
Right, got all mad and had a whole
Okay, first off, I look a hot mess. If you see my
Look, first she saw the bag, then she saw that towel. She was over it.
Right.
I was like,
I'm more the 6'2" shit because I don't want a towel in the bag.
Well,
They sent her that so she could be ready for the commercial when they get ready to shoot.
yes.
So when it's
They said be on the beach and be ready. Okay.
Oh yeah, I came on here so I could talk to Bambi's manager because I don't think I like y'all.
Girl, first of all, like I tell the girls, I'll tell the girls in a minute, the customer is not always right, girl.
Just turn
Wait, babe, you gotta pull. I am the manager. Hello.
That part.
Okay.
I'm the only one here. I'm the only one you talking to tonight, girl. If you need to talk to somebody else, you can talk to them on Monday. Thank you.
Right.
Bambi, I mean, Diva One, if you do it, girl, you're going to get your complete life.
Girl.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna buy it.
Diva, just stay on your bed, girl. Don't move, girl. Just do it.
Look at Zylan over there trying to be the angel on the left shoulder, girl. Listen to the devil.
I'm Zylan, you do one too, baby.
Girl, y'all know, like I said, I don't drink like that, girl. So
Look, you got Zylan sitting on the left shoulder, Leander sitting on the right.
I said I would try it, but I ain't gonna be like, girl.
I'm gonna be the bad influence for Zylan.
Girl, you might get a shot out of me, girl. That's it.
A shot.
I think it's one shot.
That's it.
Girl.
Right. 5 shots.
I'll do shots, but I'm not a shot person. I need a whole drink.
Right, just make you a drink.
Because the real smooth ones get you real fucked up. I don't appreciate it.
They do. That's why I like them.
Zylan sound like he done got drunk one time and he got too turned up and it was a whole scene.
I got drunk once and that was it.
Zylan give me he was Cuba Gooding Jr. in that club on the table.
No, I wasn't that bad. I was bad, but I wasn't that bad.
Zylan, let me find out you was at that table dancing.
No, I wasn't. I was about to fight somebody though.
That alcohol brings out the real Pisces, honey.
See, that's how I get when I drink Hennessy. That's why I don't drink it.
It don't matter what I drink. Like,
when I drink vodka,
I get goofy.
If I drink Hennessy, I calm down.
If I drank I drank Hennessy one good time. I think I was like 23 years old. I lost 2 friends and a boyfriend.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well,
I hear that story.
Look at Go-Go. Here come the mess. She coming back for the mess.
Oh, Lord. She done want to make her a snack too.
No, I didn't. I was trying to sneak to the damn Wendy's while y'all was on here. I was trying to sneak.
Not Wendy's. Come on, 4 for 4.
Ma'am, this is Wendy's.
Right.
How you tell me what I need?
Ooh. That's why you ain't got no bag. That's why you ain't got no
bag. She said that's why you got bubble wrap.
Like old hating ass Aries.
As long as you said it, not me.
Okay, but the bubble wrap made sure it wouldn't break.
Why you over there eating your shit?
Mine came in bubble wrap too. They just sent the bags. They just stuff them in the box. It wasn't like they just sent it.
They stuffed it in the box. Okay.
They over there trying to be like Crown Royal.
Maybe if you make another order, they'll send you some. I don't know.
She is mad about this little bag in this towel. Or is she mad about this little bag?
She mad about that towel too.
Right.
Okay. I ain't mad about that towel. That's
okay. So it's just the bag. It's the
bag.
I want
the bag. Why they can put mine in the bag?
It's the bag for her.
Well, I ordered 6.
She was confused about the bag. She was mad about the towel.
The crown bag.
She was like, she saw the bag. She was like, "What the hell did you order?"
Offended.
Oh, but they gave you the towel too. Okay, I understand that. 6 bottles. Okay, you a repeat. Okay, give me a towel. Okay, I ain't mad at that. But goddamn it, I should have got a bag too.
Well, I guess you really gonna be mad because I got some slides too, girl.
Girl,
Some who?
You got what?
girl, I can't. You get my nerves.
So
She
all
got
you need
what?
to do is call them tomorrow, Go, and let them know that you got it
They
from
gave
Maddie.
you slides.
Shayla petty as hell.
Shayla,
Shayla probably ain't even get no damn slides, but she just said that to be petty. See, that's why I can't stand Shayla.
Right?
no
If you
slides.
listen
I ain't
to
getting no
Keith, send this lady some bags. Please.
I know
Send
Shayla
me-
ain't good at. That's why I was like, girl, they didn't get no damn slides.
I just wanted to see her.
Look,
Girl,
look,
because she would have been
got
them
some
pop that
bags.
leg up and they would have been in the screen, okay?
Right.
look, look. So
You know Shayla and Vale is flexible.
we heard.
Baby, where's your manager?
So D-Main said, go get a clean color tip do bag and rub it around the bottom. And an umbrella.
First of all, he made straight be coming for me. And it is so funny. He made straight be coming for me. Okay.
You got to write bald on it. Take one of the markers and write bald on it.
Wow.
K. Johnson said, D-Main, not the umbrella. I'm done.
Wait a minute, watch what I do. I'm gonna go get that silk the do-rag. I'm gonna wrap it around there, get some pink cup, get a pink marker.
What you're not gonna do is devalue my bag.
Oh,
Well, girl, I'm
Good Coco in the comments on that one shot is on me.
Well,
the
you better
divine zone, Kevin, divine
your bag.
The girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
Power.
And
You
when we say girls, this time we actually are talking about
better
girls.
call your connect.
Oh, Shayla.
Call
You
your
need
connect.
to call your connect.
Call your connect and tell them to send me a bag.
Tell the man with the woman. I mean, with the money to come pay me.
Not the man with the woman, Jazz.
Go. Why you doing all of this? Where my connects at and stuff? Where my package at?
Oh,
Now, I have to go back to Orlando to get that. For some reason, I can't get it online. So I
oh, that's right.
well,
Yeah.
don't you have somebody down there that could ship it to you?
Oh, I should do. Hey, D-Star, where you at? Let me cash
You know
app.
you listening.
I forgot. Let me cash app you, chair. I'm gonna cash app you on my next check.
Oh, I'm going to sleep. Goodbye.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Ma'am, don't forget mine too, because you know that's supposed to be the birthday present. I mean, yeah, the birthday present.
I
Oh, wait.
want the motor one. I need to find the motor.
No, you got the alcohol just because,
Oh,
but you know, since I can't have what Shayla's getting, you know, I get the Safari.
Ooh.
Girl, please don't start.
Wait a minute now. Whoa.
Yes, you did.
Who said you?
I'm still waiting on Diva One review of that.
Props to the Safari.
Because
Yes,
the way
she
she was
did.
flopping that thing around, I was like, girl, that don't look
Roll the
sturdy
tape.
enough.
Roll the tape, Blanche. Roll the tape.
Yes, do you want me to go? Do you want me to go grab that from Freaky Fridays?
Go ahead. Roll the tape, Blanche. Roll it.
Mm-mm.
See, that's why you don't get drunk with black folks. 'Cause black folks don't never remember what they say. It's a whole digital library that says that ain't mine.
Blanche, send me a snippet.
Girl, it's okay
Not blame.
How did we get all the way from what we were talking about to alcohol?
because they was talking about them and them and they
Because
alcohol.
Gogo didn't get a bag. That's
To
what
the Golden
That's
Girl.
how I started. I didn't get no damn bag.
She didn't get a bag. She didn't get no towels. She didn't get a towel, and she didn't get a bag.
I'm not worried about the towel part. Okay, she's ordered. That's like an incentive for order. Yeah, I get that. But goddamn, I can't
But
get
you
a
didn't
bag
get. But you didn't get the slides either.
around
you
without a
only
bag.
ordered
But
two
you didn't get the
Gogo.
slides either.
And I ordered two. Shut up, Leanna. You about
You
to
need
be
like
real.
3. You can order 3.
Don't get
But you didn't
That's
get the
right,
slides
Leander. Gather her.
As a retailer, I understand, honey.
Baby, they said the minimum to get this bag is 3 bottles, girl. They said this is hand
two
stitched.
bottles at one time. I couldn't get a bag.
And then
I
you didn't
think
use
you
Madison
Well,
code. They
the
know that you're
bottles-
part of the Madison clan, so they probably doing the special stuff for Madison people.
I'm Aries too, Majesty. Me
Girl, you know.
and Belle.
That explains
Okay,
it.
bring that down before I gather you. Now bring it down.
Who she said she gonna give her?
Who is she talking to?
You can wait a minute. I'm Aries too, so shit.
Where you are March Aries or April Aries?
Love you, mean
Mary had a little lamb.
Wait, who was this then that lost a
Oh,
friend?
she April girl, Lord, them April
His
Aries.
Majesty the King.
His Majesty, where you at?
right there. Aries getting their feelings. I get it. I'm doing it right.
Majesty, are you a March Aries or April Aries?
Huh?
I'm asking Majesty because child, I'm Aries, honey.
Oh, he said, wait a minute. I'm Aries. And I'm like, yeah, me, you, and Shayla, now calm down. And Belle, come on, calm down.
He's from Detroit.
I love female Aries, but them male Aries.
Oh, he from
What the
Detroit.
hell?
Oh,
Oh, I go to Detroit just to go shopping at Somerset Collection.
Oh, I
I
can't.
thought you was about to say something else.
I ain't there yet. I'm not there yet.
Can I ask for your manager?
What?
She was talking about hoes, and then you said, "Well, I go to Detroit to go shopping." I thought you was about to say you go to Detroit to be a hoe.
You know what?
Jermaine. Not a DJ.
It's on me. Hey.
They ain't even send you a trinket.
Or a refrigerator magnet.
Oh. Did you say a refrigerator magnet?
That's what it said.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, the first time I ordered, I only got 3 bottles and I didn't get anything.
All right, that makes you feel better.
So it has to be 4 and up.
No, that makes you feel better. That makes you feel better.
Girl, Shayla, your line is.
I really didn't. I ordered 3 bottles. I didn't get anything in that box.
In that box.
Now let's do like
Baby, stop.
around.
What you say, Gaga? What you say, girl?
Who, me?
You.
Oh, I said, let me see what I get on the second go round. When I want my second go round.
Well, order more than 2 bottles, girl.
Hey, that's like you.
That wasn't my money neither. People was giving me money to order their bottles. That's the only reason why I got 6. You thought I was gonna buy 6 just for me? Girl, you crazy.
Well,
I don't drink like that.
well,
What you say, Jazz?
well.
That statement.
I don't even know why I come over here.
Look, and then sit 3 hours after the live. I don't know why you do it either.
Sheila, I feel attacked because
Wait a minute. She said she got 6 bottles for other people, but I bet if she reach over there, she pull up 6 bottles.
Please,
so what's wrong with ordering 6
hey, please
bottles
DM
for
me
myself?
on Instagram so I can get my bag and my towel. Please DM me on Instagram so we can put our order in.
Are you doing a plea bargain?
At this point, she might as well just order. At this point, she might as well just order the bag and a towel separately.
She trying to get her bag.
She put a plea out like she going through a crisis. Girl, it's a bag.
Where's the bill?
Attention.
Bill go order 3 and I'm order 3. That's all.
Everybody, attention. Please
I can understand the towel, but what you gonna use the bag for?
Conversation get to
No.
drink.
I just want one. Still got one. Shit.
Like the grandmas use it for your coins. And
Okay.
My uncle used to use some Crown Royal bags for his condoms.
You can carry it just like
that would be cute too for your condoms. You know.
Shayla Peggy is going to continue the foolishness too. This is why I can't stand Shayla. She is going to continue the foolishness.
Look, what you say, Zion? This
You
way you
look so pretty in it. Like
She going to continue.
Zion, this way you say, look, I get off the bus now. I get
Right.
off the next stop.
The bag kind of look like the bag that Maddie Wiggs come in.
Off of the next.
That does not look like a youth beauty hair bag.
You know what? No. He actually does have a point because they do have little pink bags.
But it's pink and black, not pink and white.
Well, mine's all pink like this. I mean, it's slightly darker pink, but it's a pink little bag.
Oh, it's pink?
cute though. I like that little bag. My little piece of hair just sitting in it.
Okay, so it's
Wait, I got a quick question. What's Maddie code for you beauty? Because this is
Oh, God.
big I want. What's the code? Somebody got it?
medical for youth beauty is
Because I want to buy the little short
Oh,
wig.
it's
I think it's
TSM.
Yeah,
TSM.
TSM. Yeah,
It's TS.
TSM.
Okay, thank you. All right, that's on my list. All right.
And her bought code is
T.S. Madison. I got that one. I finally got it. I plugged it in for my next order. So please DM me if you want to get some vodka, and I will get it. Shut up, girl.
Didn't they be in your area though? Plus, you want to pay extra for shipping.
Right.
You gotta get.
Oh, girl, he a March Aries, Lily. He a March Aries.
Oh, go. You. Who are March Aries?
Yes, the main is TSM.
Who's a March Aries?
Shayla, I'm about to get up and go cut me a slice of patty pie.
Who's a March
Oh,
Aries?
Lord.
His Majesty the King.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, we're Aries. What we?
Yeah, he an Aries.
I'm Aries. Oh, what's the date? Majesty.
Well, what's the difference?
Oh, girl.
Yes,
Let
it
me
is.
go there. Thank you, D-Man. All right. D-Man, you want to go in with
What's the difference between a March Aries and an April Aries? Because I don't know. Well, me and my
No,
grandmother.
no, Majesty. The fact that your birthday is on the same day as my ex. See, no. No.
March 31st? Oh, okay. You ain't too bad. You in the
Linda said be gone,
yeah,
Satan.
okay, that's fine.
Okay. March,
March
Now,
23rd.
that's the difference between a
You good.
February Pisces and a March Pisces.
You good, Majesty. You good.
What about what you said about Pisces Island?
I said
Sure, my
February
mom is a
Pisces and March
Pisces,
Pisces are
okay.
different.
They are. March Pisces are crazy.
I know you did not just say I'm crazy. Girl, February Pisces really be trying to drag people, girl, for 5 hours. Great.
Really?
Y'all are stubborn.
Shayla, I know you ain't talking about nobody dragging nobody, girl.
I ain't even listen.
March Pisces
I
are
ain't in this
vicious.
fight.
They go for the jugular. They will come for you for teeth.
Yeah, if you try us for too long.
That's any Pisces.
D-Man, what you want to do is you want to get cussed out tonight.
I second that.
Yeah, you know how Aries get, girl. You
Okay, the main. I actually like female
Man,
Aries.
I like you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Females Aries are the shit, but the men Aries.
Male Aries are stupid, though. No shade.
Jasmine, what you cook tonight?
Nothing. My mom made pancakes.
Oh.
Oh, you have
Tonight, what?
So I
Pancakes?
had fresh pancakes, homemade pancakes, and she made Kaneka sausage. And I had
Oh, Kaneka.
I had some wings from
From Mobile? Kaneka.
yes, and I had some wings from Walmart. So I had a
Well,
little.
girl, I'm Pisces all day, girl. Pisces.
I was gonna fry some wings earlier, but I didn't feel like cooking.
Well, I
Babe,
didn't.
I ate the rest of that.
I didn't fry them. I went and bought them.
You read like a Pisces.
I had made some salmon yesterday, and I had did
What
a
you say,
spinach
Lily?
stuffing.
Be having
you
the girls
made
Baby.
funny.
You made salmon
That-
croquettes?
Okay.
No,
Can we talk about this on your channel one day so you can tell me us what is our whatever?
Well,
whatever.
my sun sign is Pisces and my moon sign is Pisces.
I don't know nothing about none of that shit. I know
Really? Oh my god!
So I'm Pisces all day.
My moon is Aquarius and my adjacent is Leo.
I don't know.
That
What
makes sense.
somebody could tell me. What,
That makes sense, man, Lily. I love you down, but
I know.
that Aquarius moon.
them Leos is something special.
Girl, you telling me my mom's a Leo?
Mine is too. That explains a lot. Like
that's why we
April. What is August the 7th?
Leo.
That's Leo, baby.
That's
Yeah, my grandma was a
Really,
Leo.
man.
Your mama's a Leo too.
Yeah.
My mom a Leo too.
Girl, see,
I'm a Sagittarius with the mother shadow.
oh, that's some strong personalities right there.
right, girl. Leo and Aries.
Them
girl.
Leos make it hard to love them. I'll be like, girl, it's like
You know, I
either
finally come to understand Leos though. I finally have come to understand.
My mom is easy to get along with though.
'Cause I love my mama damn girl, but she
Leos
They're loyal, but
are easy to get along with. They're loyal, but they can be petty as fuck.
petty.
my mama.
I guess
Okay,
that's where I
Leo.
get it from.
Yes, Leo.
Yes,
Leos are they can be very petty, and then if you're trying to be petty towards the Pisces, it's not.
and
gonna
they're strong-headed.
Right, because it's like Leo and Pisces.
My grandma is a Leo. My mom is a Pisces. I'll be like, girl, I can't.
You don't be petty towards the Pisces because you will
What
get
y'all
your.
got to say about a Sagittarius then?
Well, Sagittarius is
I
just
haven't had any issues with them. What is that? December?
I've had issues with Sagittarius men.
Is that December?
Yep.
yeah, that's December.
My uncle is that. I think
Well, November and December though.
he's the 20th of December.
Sagittarius are very territorial.
Yep, that's the end of
Very.
the Huh?
Sagittarius are very territorial.
Yes, they are, baby.
I can be.
You are.
I am not.
They're easy to get along with, but if you fuck with their loved ones, bitch, they come to
What y'all
kill.
won't do is come from my mother like I ain't here.
I am not.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here, and I have a name.
See, that's,
Oh Lord.
Oh, the girls are fighting.
because I had a name for you, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh, hey, girl, I'm waiting for the name to come out, Miss Aries. Let's go.
Taylor got this white and pink bag that we don't have.
I'm just waiting, girl.
Do y'all see this greedy heifer over here ordering food? Look at this greedy heifer ordering food.
She usually cooking, honey. I was like, where the lobster at?
She done ran out of her HelloFresh.
Girl. Jasmine, you was reading my mind because I was trying to hold that read in.
Y'all know y'all ain't right.
Oh, I was trying to
to.
hold that read in. Do you hear me?
I'm still waiting.
She's incredible.
Oh, damn,
I was like, I'm not gonna even bring the 5 videos up tonight. And there, here you go.
Did you say 7 videos?
Girl.
Y'all know y'all ain't right.
Oh, y'all is something else.
It's wrong, Chad.
Her ass ain't heard nothing. Listen to her. She tried to take
Why
it.
do I feel like Gogo was on the phone with Boss customer service?
Okay. Okay, talking about why she didn't get her bag.
I ain't getting no bed with my bottoms, and I just seen this one girl. She got a bed with her bottom.
And she got the
And the
slipper.
towel.
And she got the tava.
Like,
And the refrigerator magnet.
You gonna go back and cut that out? Uh-oh.
here she go.
Hey, Gogo.
Hey, girl.
She ain't here.
I'm
Shit.
just waiting for y'all to say something stupid.
Girl, we been saying something stupid the whole time.
They been reading you since you got on the phone, girl.
They show hair.
Jazz, when you was the man
Wait. Mother, did you really just do that? They
She not did.
that.
Oh, and then she just gonna leave. You get your ass back in there.
Ooh, child.
What I do?
See, Sagittarius.
So what you trying to say?
What I just did.
What did you say?
What you heard? We used to say that in school. They'd be like, oh,
I
bitch, what
find
you
it
say?
funny that
Girl, what you heard?
Right in the middle.
What you say,
You know what?
Pisces are right in the middle.
Right, we are.
He's like, oh my goodness, oh my.
It's messy.
I don't even think I know any Pisces.
Girl, you know us, Jazz.
Right, like who are we?
I meant like in the past. Like I've never ran into like a Pisces, unless they was and I didn't know it. That's probably them hoes that I was cussing out.
I mean, you could stop fucking GP.
No, because they're back.
Right, so you don't know.
Yeah, we cuss bad, girl. Well, I'm like, they want to cuss you right to my
You would have got cussed right back out. Hold on.
When I said my mom is a Pisces,
Oh,
and
because she don't
girl,
play them games. You want to cuss, I can cuss too.
Yeah, so we'll be there for an hour, girl. So I'm like,
Yeah, because
my mom is on a time
always
limit.
feel like y'all gotta have the last word.
oh, that's how.
No, that's Virgos.
That's how Aries are
That's
as well.
Virgos.
Damn right, because bitch, I'm gonna have the last
Listen,
word.
Virgos will have the last word. They will.
That's Virgos.
There's
My homeboy drags me because every time he tells somebody or he introduced me to somebody, he be like, "Oh, this my homeboy JT." He be like, "This bitch gotta have the last word." He was like, "It don't even gotta be the last word. He gonna have the last hum. He gonna sing on the track like
you know the song that I really can't
the last eye roll."
These are songs I really can't take.
So
I can't stand Cancers and I can't stand Tauruses.
So how did we get on?
Wait, but we're compatible with Tauruses though.
I can't stand no Taurus. They bullheaded as
That's
hell.
just Zylan wanting to be mean.
Jasmine said, "How we got off of food?"
What?
Bitch, I ain't say that. Especially her go fresh.
Zion needs like a Scorpio.
Uh-oh, she back on there with Hello Fresh. Where's my delivery?
What you say, Lynn?
Yeah, I'm compatible with Tauruses. I love Tauruses, but they stubborn, but I like stubbornness.
I'm compatible with Libras, but I think everybody's compatible with a Libra.
Yeah,
no.
No.
They're pretty easy.
Why are you saying it like that?
No.
She said.
Dan was like, no.
I love Libra.
No.
One of my best friends is a Libra.
And
Well, my one best friend is a Gemini, and I'm ready to get out.
You damn Aries. I just don't know. No.
Shayla, I just don't think that you have friends. I think you have associates.
Really?
I'm going to bed. It's time to leave. Bye.
I got friends.
Huh?
We've been friends since we was in kindergarten.
Sagittarius?
Nah, they
Shayla looked like she was a badass child. You saw that smile. That was like a little snarky.
Y'all Aries got mouths on it, like the Lord Jesus.
I know I got
Come
one.
on with that mouth, dude. Yeah.
I know I got one because I cuss somebody out in a heartbeat. I've been cussing.
That boy.
We know that.
And it comes naturally.
Yeah.
You don't even got to think about it. 2.5 is coming out.
You can ask my mom. I've been cussing since I was 2.
We can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, man, what did I do? What did I say?
Do y'all remember the first time y'all parents seen y'all go off on somebody? The first time my mom saw me go off on somebody, we was actually going off on the same person together. And my mama was trying to control herself and me at the same time. And I almost went across. And it was funny because it was my manager. My manager told my mama, because my manager told my mama something that you don't tell a black woman.
What's that?
Because technically he had just fired me, and my mama had to. It's a long time, but we get to that. So me and my mom is going off on my manager. Long story short, I know my mom can hold her own, but he told my mama something that I just had to jump in. He was like, well, your son is fired, and matter of fact, you can take his job. Sir, first of all, my mother has on a business suit. She's getting ready to go to work. She works for a corporate accounting company, one of the major hospitals in Dallas, girl. What you don't want to do is try her. Baby, my mama started leaning into his ass, and I started leaning into his ass. And it was to the point where I know when I start, this is how you know when I get pissed off. I unknowingly do this. I'll lean across the counter unknowingly.
Not you.
Oh,
Girl,
baby, I was halfway across the counter before I realized that I was about to pick my leg up because I was getting ready to leave.
No, not you.
My mama snatched me. She was like, go get your ass in the car.
But see, baby, you have to your mind. But this is one thing also, that if you raised by certain signs, you start taking their personality traits in as well.
Yes, Lord.
My mama apologized all the time.
When people be like, "Why you act like that?" I thought Pisces were supposed to be nice. I'm like, I have a Leo mother, girl. We don't play that.
My mom is a Pisces, girl. My mama from Dallas, my daddy from New Orleans. I was raised by crazy and stupid. So, girl.
Oh, so you put spells on people.
Oop. Time to go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen, baby, we cool.
My father got to come to do that.
Bye, Shayla. I'm done.
Said quick. Well, listen, baby,
girl.
So,
cool.
No,
Shayla, you don't want to root on you, huh? You don't want to.
I do have a homeboy from Miami, and he does voodoo. And the way that he told me, it was in casual conversation.
Hear us.
One of my best friends does voodoo, and when he told me, I didn't know he did it. He told me in casual conversation. We were both in the military together, and he would call me complaining about one of his superiors or whatever. It pissed him off about something, and he was like, oh, this nigga, he keep fucking with me. I'm gonna call my cousin and have my cousin put him in a pot. And he just kept talking as if that was normal conversation.
Had the
So I
cousin
didn't
blood in a pot.
put his name in the pot.
Oh,
What is what?
That's how you do it.
The Morleans.
Name in the
yeah,
fire, you say that's
them niggas.
fair.
Not the abandoned houses. Girl, she over here watching Bad Boys too. So
Now we coming.
Lord
why
Jesus.
y'all playing them dudes with them blonde dreads was fine, okay?
Here he go. Here he go.
Yes.
Mm.
Here he go.
I'm
I
just
can't
waiting.
see.
I'm waiting for you to get done because we about to wrap this up.
Oh, I'm done, child. I'm just gonna give me a slice of patty pie, honey.
Come on, Patty Pie.
I gotta try
Taylor,
that.
don't be turning your nose up at Patty.
Okay.
Patty
Don't
is-
roll your eyes at the ice capades. It was a very good living.
Good night. Good night.
I'm going to sleep.
Y'all know that was y'all movie. Don't play.
Jesus.
Come on, Sister Act.
Come on, Sister Act 2.
If you wanna
Okay.
be somebody.
Yes.
Ooh.
You better wake up and pay attention,
Hell
girl.
Girl, who you talking
I see
to?
the Aries waking up. I see the Aries.
Right, girl, 'cause you
The lion is waking up.
But who's she reading though? Like, what you trying to say? Like, what's all
Can we just get y'all
that?
side by
We
side?
in there. Why are we in the middle? Why are we?
Listen, I swear, hey,
That girl gonna be next to you. Come
What's he?
on.
What's T?
Cause it's space over here.
What's
It's
T?
space over here.
What's T?
What's
I mean,
up?
what's the T?
What's up?
What's T?
What's good?
What's T?
Y'all
Yeah,
stupid.
ma'am, Grandpa.
What's up?
wait, Taylor. Okay, there we go.
I remember two of my friends, they got
Trying
into
to
a
read
fight
my
like
little
that.
note.
No, but I got into a fight with one of my friends at the club, girl, because he is Sage.
No.
We was fist fighting, about to throw each other on the ground.
Oh, you ratchet.
Zala, we can't go nowhere with you. You
Ratchet.
that feisty
No,
girl.
no,
I
no,
can't.
because
No,
Pisces
that
are
wasn't me because
peaceful
he tried
creatures.
me, girl.
Because that's
And
the second time you said you got into a fight since we've been on here.
Shorter than your ass don't mean I
At
want
the
you to pull
club.
your balls. That's what I
No,
said.
see, no, let me tell you. Every Pisces is very peaceful until you decide you want to cross the line.
Yes, and then I will stab you.
That's the
right
Virgo.
there. Girl, don't do it.
Sure.
And once you cross that line, you getting shot, stabbed, punched, whatever. Hey, whatever
Right,
weapon you choose.
your
that night.
head.
I've been tried one time at the club, and that was it. Out of all the years I've been at the
He's
club.
mad to see the king. Pisces are far from Cancers, girl, because
No,
Cancer
no,
crying
no.
over and crying over and crying about everything.
Right there. Cancers are emotional.
Cancers to drop their hat on the floor and bust out in tears.
That is
Right.
not a Pisces.
And then
That
be
is
crying
not a
about that. And Shayla be crying about the hat for 5 months. Girl, bye.
That is
Yeah,
true. I do
remember that
expect you in
time
the
I
water
dropped my
sign.
hat? Like, y'all don't understand what I've been through.
Like, bitch, you can buy another hat, girl. Go ahead. Like,
Ooh.
so
What
don't
is wrong with y'all
Don't
tonight?
ever compare Pisces to Cancers. We are not.
See, it's not even me, Jasmine. I'm just
But you
We are
love
not
stirred
them.
apart. Though. You were stirred apart in a heartbeat.
Completely.
I told you that's where the
Of course,
seasoning
it's
is
the
at the bottom,
Virgo.
girl.
With the big wooden spoon. Stir
But you gotta the seasoning is on the bottom. You know when you take the meat out the skillet and you gotta deglaze the pan, girl. That's why the seasoning is.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
Oh, girl.
See.
Here you go.
when you talking about doing that? Yeah,
Just like a Virgo, girl. Virgos always think they the
Listen
main.
now, y'all better chill because
They do. I
Girl,
blame
no.
Beyonce
He got a
for it,
homeboy.
but I love
He
it.
got a
No.
homeboy that got the voodoo, so y'all better chill on him. Leave Bambi alone. Bambi
Lord.
out.
Okay, I know voodoo too, so
Okay, and I got voodoo too. You forget that we Pisces, girl. We got the magic.
okay, we know magic.
Look,
We are
you know
magic.
Leander over there got them crystals, child. That part, okay.
I went to Hogwarts.
Okay, come on, Hermione. Okay. Yes.
Leviosa.
She said it's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Right.
Yeah,
Baby,
Guardians of
that's
the
my
Watch
movie,
Towers of the
honey.
West.
Yes. But who?
I cannot be bothered.
When I tell you, Shayla, when Maddie does that, I fall out my bed every time. I can't stand her.
Can you just see, can you picture Miss Mary's face when she start well?
I can.
Yeah.
When she do Ursula,
I can.
when she do Ursula,
When she say that, it's over. I'll be at work and I'll be enrolled. Because
wait,
every
did y'all?
time she come on, I'm at work. So I'd have bust out a big old long ass laughing. They're like, bitch, what's going on? You crazy over there? I said, nah, I got my earphones in. You wouldn't understand.
Did y'all see when she was putting that damn grill together and Miss Mary?
Yes.
Baby, when Maddie started singing Ursula and Miss Mary said something and red tears, and she was like, T.S. Madison looked at her, she was like, girl, I can give you some new legs. I hollered. I was like, oh, she's stupid. she said, girl, you know I can give you some new legs, right? I was like,
Listen, the
I'm
one that
done.
always take me out when she be getting that Craig's ass. I remember the first time that Craig had showed his commercial. She was showing his commercial about his books.
Yes.
And he was talking about when he was with that married man, and that commercial went on. Maddie was like, now
She
Craig.
gathered him.
Right.
Completely. She gathered his ass completely. Completely.
Yeah. She still be talking about him to death. She be like, Craig, if you don't get this damn cookbook off of here.
Lord have mercy.
She said, I will be requesting my $2.50 from that book.
Hello.
Right.
That cookbook. You know, that
Okay.
cookbook.
Okay.
My God.
I'm done. How
Okay.
we went from nice
Body shaming to food, from food to people talking about damn voodoos and stuff. I
I
don't.
blame the Aries and the Virgo.
Where do y'all come
Right.
up with this
Aries
stuff?
and Virgo, girl.
I got the voodoo for you, bitch.
Why, baby? Look like
Child. When I came on here, we were still on topic, so it wasn't my fault, girl.
In the words
When
of Madison,
Shayla got
though,
on here, girl, it was a whole different topic, girl.
in the words of Madison, though, you know, a little bit of voodoo on that, a little bit of boo boo on that, on
That
that
dude
dick,
got voodoo, honey.
that voodoo. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say, child. It just got all this.
I ain't got nothing to contribute to that ministry.
Child. Who was on the
You ain't
live
never tried
yesterday
any
talking about
voodoo?
that?
I have. I didn't like it.
wait.
Here you go, baby ass. Look at him.
I want to leave too. Wait.
I mean, that's baby. What you gotta say? What's up?
I mean, we got questions.
What's up, nigga? What's up,
Girl,
nigga?
I don't believe it's time to go to sleep. I ain't doing this.
Listen, because we just be peaceful.
Now you said we
Can't
have
we all
questions,
just
but
get
I
along?
think it's just you.
Cousin
you
Faith,
pussy is
you got
all
questions?
hell.
I mean, I just wasn't expecting her to give us all of the information, girl. You know, Shayla be over there acting like she's saved and sanctified, honey.
I
You know,
am.
you know, she be acting like she
bottles.
she be acting like she the other bishop's daughter. Okay.
If y'all are just joining in with us, don't forget to like, share, and
Wait.
subscribe. Because we're gonna go.
Jasmine, put your name comment up here, please.
What he said.
Oh Lord.
You know what?
Jermaine is on the road tonight.
I'm about to read here.
Not listening to what. Hold on, did y'all see this? They have a male dance video to that.
You so special. We already done talked about
Girl,
it.
we don't
No,
be
not the gay, the makeup artist. It's some dudes dancing to it, and then they do the dick swing in the video. Girl, it was a whole thing.
I
But
want to
at
see
the end of the
it.
video, they done got wet and everything.
You can't
I'ma
be
send it to
that
you.
this
Hold on.
way.
Are you talking
But
about
it was.
You talking about the Jonathan Moore one? Is he short?
Is he a choreographer?
Yeah, is he short?
Yeah, because they had a whole thing
Yeah,
like
that's
a
what-
raining thing,
Can somebody send it to me?
but only one of them had meat in the video. I was like, girl,
Oh, never
Well, you
mind.
know they all couldn't have it. That just
Because
was
they grabbed their meat at the end of the video, and I was like, girl, I only see one dude with meat hanging out outside of his
That's
hand,
okay.
honey.
Never mind. I'll pass. You ain't got to send it.
I did. Big.
let me tell you,
Okay.
don't try to
Leanna was
be
like,
knocking these little dicks out here because some of these little
you
dicks out here
know,
fuck your life up.
I mean, it could have been, growers, but
I'm okay with that, but when they start sending pictures like they the shit and whatnot,
but it
that's
was
another
one
topic for
dude.
another day. But
It was
anyway,
one dude standing next to the dude that had the meat, and he was just really grabbing the hell out of his dick, like he just had some meat there. And I was like, "Girl, what is you doing?"
well, maybe he was
Okay,
grabbing the balls too.
but do you know? Okay, so did y'all actually see the? Did y'all actually see the video? The dick swing video. And y'all remember that queen that came at the end after everybody had danced, and she came in, jumped in like she was really about to swing something.
What are you talking about?
The actual dick swing video, when that video first with them dudes that was in there swinging or whatever. Y'all ain't seen it, like it was a few years ago. The actual dick swing video.
His Majesty the
So
King.
many
I said
videos.
what I said, baby. You can
I
be
guess
upset
I'm
if
the
you
only one
want
that
to,
seen
but I
it,
said
honey.
what I said.
It was like 4 or 5 dudes that came in, and they all, did their
I
little
want to know.
thing. And then at the end
I
of the
wasn't
video, it
really
was a
into.
queen.
I wasn't really into Negro music then.
Girl, I'm the big.
I was really into classical music. Fuck y'all. Y'all can get off camera if y'all want to. Fuck y'all.
Jermaine, that's not about it. Okay, you know what, Jermaine?
Girl.
Just saying.
But
That
but
body
she
being,
but she say that, and she
that's
known for
true.
doing Missy Elliott shows, girl.
Being
Well,
that body shaming group tonight. That's what you
listen, if you got a little,
Is
who
she
got a
ever
little
manipulating playing
own it, work it, know how to market it.
Huh?
Okay.
What you gotta do?
Hear us.
I can't stand the rain.
Okay, y'all. We done been in here 2 hours and 20 minutes. We finna get off of here. And Go still ain't came back with her delivery service.
Leviosa.
Still ain't came back.
She said with her delivery.
Leviosa.
I can't.
Go, you get your food yet?
Yeah, go eating.
Right.
Or
She on one phone trying to get that damn towel, the other phone trying to order food.
Maybe she want to see a man about the dog. I want to see a man about a dog. Shit.
Ooh,
Oh,
well, I declare.
Child, fuck a dog. I'm trying to see a man about a horse. Okay.
who said I declare?
Me, I declare.
I decline.
My garage is a tent, so no thank you.
You know what? I'm finna blow the dust off that bitch. And I got the hose to get in there.
Oh,
All about the permits.
Lord Jesus.
What? Baby, my mouth does come. Girl, I'm gonna be. Thank you.
that's it. Good
Right.
night.
Hold on.
Hey,
What I
okay,
miss?
well. Baby, why you plotting?
What did I say for him to say that?
Girl, baby. Okay.
Hold on. I mean,
Baby, why you plotting?
Baby, leave it alone.
Okay, so we're gonna get ready to get up out of here.
I don't even know what I said for him to say that.
Cousin Faith, you're up first, and do not be shady, because if you be shady, I'm gonna drop your ass out. So go ahead, you up first.
Huh? What?
Don't be shady. You heard what she said. If you
Shady
can
to
run, you
who?
can
That's
get.
impossible.
That be you, honey. When I get off of here, you always got something fly to say, girl. But
Cool.
anyway, thank you for having me on.
Anytime.
It's Bambi, aka Cousin Faith,
AKA the
because I
band.
slept with the family's man, honey.
He got the voodoo for
But
you,
anyway,
bitch.
girl, here she goes. But anyway, y'all have a good evening. I'm fixing to go cut me a slice of patty pie, so y'all eat with me.
Come on,
Make
Patty.
a drink. Yes.
No,
Come on, Patty. All right, hold on a second. She ain't already on here anyway, so I might as well just go on and drop her off. Leander, you up next?
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you all for joining tonight. Hope you learned something and hope you had a laugh tonight. And I just want to say that Pisces are the best.
Okay.
Oh, girl.
Oh,
I know what I said.
hold on, child. Oh, Lord.
Girl.
All right, Zalent.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this show. Make sure y'all hit that damn like button and the share button and the subscribe button, please, for my mama. Yeah, y'all hoes been in here and she ain't got all the likes she need to get. So please hit that like button. Guys, as my sibling did say, Pisces are the best sign ever, girl. Bye.
Lord, here we go. Shayla, what you got to say, girl?
Yes.
I cannot deal with you tonight.
Hey, gang shit. We out.
Oh, Jesus. I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for being here with me tonight. We haven't been here 2 hours and damn near 30 minutes. You could have chose to be anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me, and I do greatly appreciate it. To Mother T.S. Medicine, hear us. Let's see. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will be back with y'all on our regular scheduled program on Sunday. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's free as you're going out. And don't forget, God only made one of you. If you can't be you, who the hell are you going to be? Y'all have a wonderful one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face.